Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Beacon in the Dark. We took a week break because I was away last week, but we are back and we are ready to rumble, I suppose, for lack of a better term. Now, as usual, before we get into the things and the gameplay and the session itself, let's have these lovely players that have joined me as usual introduce themselves and their characters. I've rolled some dice in the background. The dice say that we should start with Zelris and have her introduce herself and her character first. Could you please go ahead, Zelris?
I'm Zelris. I play the pirate Mera, who is a Volpera.
I was, no joke, I was kind of hoping you would slip up and say Lyri because it's been 2 weeks.
Almost, but don't worry. I play Lyri in a. I was gonna say something witty, but I can't think of anything.
Sure.
Lyri. I also play Lyri sometimes, usually, but not right now.
That's a good way of putting it. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you very, very much, Zelris. Next, according to the dice, we would have DoomGoblin. Could you please go ahead and introduce yourself and your character?
Yeah, I'm DoomGoblin and I play Captain Bladebeard, who's also a pirate, and he's a dwarf.
Yes, very, very much so. Thank you very, very much, DoomGoblin. Next, we would have Banorak. Could you please introduce yourself and your character?
Yes, hello, I am Banorak. I play as good old Captain Moarg, or Captain Bud, the ogre pirate. And he is gathering his ogres up to go fight in a volcano.
Well, you're still far away from in a volcano. Still on the way there. But yeah, thank you very, very much, Banorak. Next, we would have Sir Thompshire. Could you please go ahead and introduce yourself and your character?
Sure. As always, I'll be playing Benjamin Aaran, and he's not a pirate, even though he hangs out with them a lot, sadly. He should really get new friends at this point. But they're gonna go on a suicidal rush towards a volcano, and hopefully there will be at least a couple of survivors on our end by the end of it.
Never know, I guess. But thank you very, very much, Thompshire. Now, dear viewers, this is the point in the video that we do our usual recap. If you are the type that skips the recaps, I would recommend that you don't for now, because I will show off some lovely artwork made by DoomGoblin while whomever it is reads the recap. So you'll be seeing that on screen right now and for the next couple minutes. Now, as for the recap itself, last time Zelris was kind enough to read the recap for everyone. So I'd like to ask you, would you like to pick who reads the recap, or would you like to let the dice decide?
I have bad luck with the dice. I'm sorry. I'm gonna pick someone with my own hands.
Sure, it is your right.
Condemn someone. I'm going to condemn you, Thompshire, because I gave you a model today, so it is
Fair enough.
my right.
The final preparations take place for the assault on the Isle of Lapidus. Having freed the Ord prisoners, our heroes went to discuss matters with the Dark Rock ogres. They were greeted by an ogre named Tar, the lover of the Dark Rock leader Gunk, who promptly decapitated the former chieftain and assumed leadership over the small tribe. Tar was reluctant to aid in the battle against the Naga, instead suggesting that the ogres could slaughter the gnomes and take over the southern island instead. He asked Captain Moarg and the others to provide him with this show of strength, to prove that there is actually a chance to drive the Naga off. Our heroes then return to the Good Fortune, informing Zelris on the way of Lyri Embersorrow's fate. Once arrived, Captain Bladebeard and Moarg called for volunteers from their respective crews to take the fight to the Naga. Unsurprisingly, all the ogres agreed to join, and Moarg had to ask Chef Clunk to stay behind. On the other side, however, only the former captain Linda Krem and about 5 people agreed to join Bladebeard. Given the fact that Naga are better able to see in the dark, our heroes decided then to wait for the next day before proceeding. The night was strangely quiet, Benjamin Aaran suspecting that the Naga might be waiting for something. In the morning, Zelris reported seeing a large bird flying from the south and landing on the northern isle, near the abandoned Horde ship, which our heroes suspected to be Kyrigos' brown dragon friend. Returning to the gnome settlement with the ogres and volunteers in tow, our heroes found the human Caspian trying to rally the natives against Bladebeard. The dwarf pirate was able to sway the gnomes by lying, saying that he spotted the missing matriarch, Ephemeral, on the northern isle. Unfortunately, this caused the entire tribe to rush to the north, heedless of any battle tactics. In the confusion, Caspian tried to stab Bladebeard from behind, but was stopped by an accurate axe throw from Benjamin Aaran. Our heroes, joined by the Horde soldiers and the volunteers from the Good Fortune, were then able to convince the Darkrock ogres to join the fight. They all rushed to the Northern Isle, attempting to join the battle before the gnomes got slaughtered.
Thank you very, very much, Thompshire. So, as the viewers can now see, and as you all have already seen, we have a bit of a map, and there will be multiple maps while you guys proceed to attack the Isle of Lapidus that's occupied by the Naga. Obviously, this I made a comparison before, but you can treat this as more or less a dungeon, like the Silvermane compound was for Season 2, although no promises that there will be a final boss at the end of it, like a final narrative boss for the campaign, I mean. Some small differences from last time. First of all, last time all the loot was just in a room, hanging around. This time we're gonna go the more classical route, as in each boss has some loot, and if you like quit before prematurely, so to say, and decide let's not complete the dungeon for whatever reason, quote unquote dungeon again, obviously you're not gonna get all of the loot. Simple as. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Yes.
kill people and get loot.
Sure. That's the simplified version. Second of all, I'm also decided to simplify a little bit the NPC combat to like avoid what happened, like say at the end of Season 1 or in some of the other fights we've had, where a lot of time was just spent with me just like rolling dice to see fights between random groups of NPCs and who incrementally wins more by each round, etc. We're not gonna do that. Basically, the NPC groups are inevitable because you guys have gathered like a small army and you're opposed by a small army, maybe more than one. So because of that, I can't just remove them right away. So instead, I've already explained this to the players, but I'm gonna go over the rules once again. At the start of each round of combat, so like whenever Benjamin's turn comes up, basically, I'm gonna ask you guys, hey, what do you want your NPCs to do if you want them to do something different at all? And what you can ask each individual one to do is either provide an assist to one of you. Assists work as they usually do, give you +1. You can ask them to impede someone, which would be a -1. Or you can ask them, hey, engage that other group of NPCs. So like have the one group of ogres fight a group of murlocs in this case. That basically means they'll cancel each other out. And if the murlocs were doing something, the murlocs won't be able to do said thing. You can also order like groups of NPCs, hey, 2 or 3 groups or whatever gang up on that one group of Murlocs, which might eventually wipe it out if that succeeds in a roll. Or conversely, you can say, hey, one group of NPC, hold off those like 2 or 3 or whatever groups of enemies, because I don't want them hurting me. But that obviously risks your NPCs getting wiped out. Again, just a simplified system to me for me to avoid excessively rolling at whenever their turn comes up in combat. Now we're not gonna start like right away at the dungeon. We're gonna resume with you guys on the way there, because it's been 2 weeks. It's been a while. So I guess to like sort of warm things up, etc. You guys once again have succeeded in getting the gnomes and the Dark Rock ogres to charge forward, though their battle tactics are a bit lacking. I guess I should ask what's going on through each and everyone's mind. Do you guys any volunteers, or should I like pick some of you guys to tell us what's up, I guess?
I want to send a sending spell.
Okay, while you're running, sure. Do you have it ready?
No, I'm preparing it.
Okay, and while you do that, how about Banrak, let's say? What's going through Moarg's mind at the moment?
He is,
Again, you guys are charging forward, trying to rush up to the gnomes. You won't be able to get there in time, but trying to get there as fast as possible. And for the first time in a long while, you're like leading a large group of ogres. Like, ogres make up the majority of people on your guys' side, come to think of it.
I guess he's a little happy and a little bit nostalgic from what he can remember, but I guess also a little nervous because his ogres are fighting, and as always, Morg or Bud feels responsible for these ogres.
Sure. Just for to differentiate, you see on the map that there's the blue circle ogres and the brown circle ogres. I'm asking mostly Banrak because Banrak would be the one who mostly commands his ogres.
I'd say Moarg's ogres would assist him for right now.
Well, no. I'm not asking you to give them orders. I'm asking if you see those 2 circles on the map.
Oh. I see the blue ogres and the brown ogres. Yeah.
The blue circle ogres are Moarg's ogres, like the ones you rescued in Stormwind and all that. The brown ones are the local ogres, the Dark Rock ogres, and they may or may not listen to you. Make sense?
Okay. Alright, so blue is Moarg's ogres, brown is the other ogres. That's gonna throw me off because they have Moarg skin.
Sure. Funnily enough, when I made the little icon with Moarg's ogres, I went with I looked up on Wikipedia what's the typical skin tone of Gorduni ogres, and apparently it's mostly blue. Either way, thank you, Banrak. Next, I guess, Mera. I should ask, what's Mera thinking about? Because I imagine she's not particularly used to or fond of big battles, I guess. Zelris?
Oh, I was pressing the wrong push to talk. I changed the button. Mera isn't really too invested in this battle at all. I mean, she has no stakes in any of this, so... I mean, she'll go along with the people who've been helping her because, they have the only way out, and she has no reason to go against them. But in general, she's not really that invested. She'll do what she has to, but it's just kind of air to her.
Sure, and that definitely makes sense. I guess I should ask, has Mera ever been involved in, like, battles? Including, say, battles at sea, for example? Or was she mostly like a stay-behind character, so to say?
I mean, she's probably been in a few battles at sea. You can't make everyone give up before
Yeah.
giving you what they want. But she's mainly someone who's fought on pirate ships,
Sure.
not like in a big open environment like this.
Okay. Sure. So it's definitely, like, not her first time spilling blood or whatever. Okay.
No.
Noted. Thompshire, are you ready?
Yep.
Could you please tell me, first of all, whom are you sending to?
I'm sending it to Kyrie.
Okay, then once again, I'm gonna ask you to roll a d20 to see if the sending goes through, because Kyrie's in another dimension.
Scary.
Do you remember how to roll?
No.
Okay, I will roll for you, no worries. If you get a 1, the sending won't go through, okay?
Uh-huh.
Watch him get it once, and now.
Oh god.
It's a 1 in 20 chance. Never know.
Yeah, you never know.
You also have a thing on the left side of the screen where you can just click.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Well, either way, we got a 15, so the sending does go through.
Oh no, I accidentally deleted the message. Give me a minute.
No worries. While you do that, I guess shall we check up on Bladebeard?
Yes.
DoomGoblin?
Sure. Yeah.
So, what's up with you?
Bladebeard is excited to get the loot and the new ship, the spiky one. But he also hopes that not too many people will die. Lately, a lot of people have been dying, and that's not very good. He hopes only bad guys will die in this battle. But we'll see.
Okay. DoomGoblin, I'm gonna ask you to do a roll in a little bit. I'm gonna ask you to do a roll. I will not tell you what it is for. I'm gonna ask you to roll flashy, and I'll give you a +3 bonus. Okay?
Alright. That should be a 4.
I'm also rolling something. Also, yeah, a tie. That's not something I expected. I will say again, a request for everyone. Whenever you roll, please say out loud what the result is, just in case the viewers aren't able to see for whatever reason. In this case, DoomGoblin, can I ask you to roll again? Because it's a tie.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. A 3.
With the bonus?
Yeah, I
Okay.
got 0.
Okay. You got a 3. I got a 6. Let me know if you want to spend fate points or not.
I don't know what this is for. So I will not, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go with me losing.
Okay. Noted. Thompshire, let me know whenever you are ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. I will say, as like Benjamin starts transmitting the words, you do realize that Kyrie is in a different dimension.
Mm-hmm. Can I?
Yeah.
The northern island is dangerous, Naga infested. We're attacking right now with allies from from the southern island. Make sure your friend is safe.
You get a reply. I'm pretty busy at the moment, Benjamin. I can't really watch out for her, but she's plenty capable herself, so no worries there. Yeah, it fits in 25 words.
That's a first.
Yeah, TLDR, I'm busy, but she should be able to handle herself. That's what Kyrie says. Sorry if players, you hear me coughing. Either way, I guess, Thompshire, what's going through Benjamin's mind at the moment as you guys are rushing towards the battlefield?
He's probably starting to think that this may be a bad idea, but he's kind of too deep into it at this point.
Okay. Sunk cost fallacy. The best fallacy that ever is. Thank you very much. So, I guess as you guys are approaching the northern island, once again you will feel a rumble of the earth, as you probably felt earlier in the morning, and you see more plumes of smoke erupting from the volcano. It's not erupting yet, but you definitely tell that something is happening. Once again, in this quote-unquote dungeon, obviously you guys have the choice after defeating each boss to take a rest, like an hour or half an hour, and to like remove any stress or consequences. But keep in mind that time is of the essence, and you may not have that much time at your disposal. So make your choices wisely, okay? Anything else before we start like the first boss fight?
I don't think so.
Okay. Sorry, making a note. Okay. Then as you guys like emerge from the foliage of the southern island and like start crossing over the shallows to the northern island, you will see that the gnomes are already engaged in battle. Since they've run out on ahead of you guys, and you can clearly tell that they're just being overwhelmed by sheer numbers from the murlocs, but also by the sorcery of one particular Naga lady. So, as you guys approach, first things first, before we start the initiative and we go with Benjamin, I'm gonna ask all of you to tell me what you would like your NPC groups to do. Again, it's the like 4 groups you see in the bottom right. Moarg's ogres, the local ogres, the good fortune volunteers, the horde people, and you also have 2 surviving groups of gnomes that you can tell what to do.
By the way, is Severith part of the crew token?
No. She stayed behind.
Oh, okay.
She did not volunteer. The only named character that volunteered is Linda Krem.
Okay. I thought she was still with us. Okay. Didn't remember.
Just random male night elf. It's not her in the icon.
Yeah, she only joins battles where she kills our own crewmen.
Yeah. So my question stands. I will repeat again. Actually, you guys have already realized, and it's not me repeating it. You guys have control over the tokens, so like the gnomes, the ogres, the good fortune people, and the... Do you have control over the horde people? You shouldn't.
No, we don't.
Okay, that's good. I didn't accidentally give you control over them. So, again, before we start combat, let me know what you would like these groups to do, and you can like position them around to do things. Again, and I'll type it in the little chat. You can order them to assist you, to impede someone, or you can order them to fight and other NPCs, but again, the caveat is if you give them bad odds, they might die. If you give them good odds, they might kill the enemy. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So the floor is yours. Let me know what you'd like the NPCs to do. And feel free to discuss among yourselves.
I say we let Benarek decide the ogres because they're his property.
Oh wow, their property. Okay.
I don't know if I'd word it that way.
If you want, and if it will help with you guys making your decisions, since the Horde people are not going to listen to you, if I can have them do their thing first, and then you guys make your decisions based on that.
Sure, why not?
Okay. The Horde people will simply charge the nearest group of enemies, which will probably be this group of Murlocs. So they are keeping this group of Murlocs tied down. Simple as.
I think we should send our crews to fight that same group of Murlocs, and we just go from one group to another and kill them all. Like
Yeah, I
one
think
by one.
I think we need to thin the herd a bit, definitely.
The numbers are kind of even, more or less, just for perspective's sake. For this boss fight, at least.
Yeah, I don't think we should send like one group against one group. I think we should like 2 against one and then 2 against another and stuff like that.
Also keep in mind that the enemy will not be static. I'll also tell them stuff to do.
So it's best we just get rid of them as fast as possible then. I agree with Bladebeard. Let's just beeline the group and then just immediately wipe it out.
So is your current plan to focus on like the group of Murlocs that the Horde people are fighting?
Yes, I think.
Okay. Do you try to ask this like from the gnomes as well? The gnomes who have already been in combat for a while?
Sure, if I can. Am I still speaking Gnome Zandali?
If I remember correctly,
I think he wasn't.
Yeah, well, I think he was, because like the last thing that happened was the Caspian thing.
Because I think he stopped and then I was like, oh, I can understand you. I remember something like that.
I think he spoke the language like more than once, is the thing.
Oh, okay.
Well, DoomGoblin, the choice is yours. Would you like to speak the language and have the gnomes listen to you, and be incomprehensible to the rest of the party, or I guess be understandable to everyone else except the gnomes? The choice, I leave it up to you.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
I also don't like the idea of like leaving all the other groups by themselves. So. I honestly think we should keep the gnomes where they are.
And just let them do whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I want to speak common.
Okay, noted. Then I'll briefly like move the quote-unquote troops to like face the group of Murlocs to gang up on that one group of Murlocs. The ogres, the like local ogres, I think will agree with your plan. And the gnomes, for their turn, they will try to hold off the enemy Murlocs, so they risk getting wiped out, but hey, no one's there to tell them otherwise. So currently the gnomes are in a 2v1 and a 3v1. Okay. Are these your final choices, and shall we move on with the proper initiative?
Yep.
Sure.
Okay. Then Benjamin, because you are the quickest. You see like all these groups charge forward with probably Bladebeard and Moarg bellowing orders to the ogres and the crewmen. The horde people doing their own thing, and yeah, you see from atop the little what's the word? Whatever. A small pile of sand, I guess. The Naga sorceress commanding the Murlocs, just bellowing orders on her side. And your group approaches.
Like an embankment?
Yeah, an embankment. That's a good term. Thank you, Zelris. Also, Thompshire, can you move your token back on the map, please?
Oh, sorry.
So you go first in the initiative order. You let me know what you do.
As I'm sort of running into the fray, I'll take that time to create an advantage by sort of trying to scope out the battlefield and the position of the troops and stuff like that.
Sure, give me a careful. Your stunt will apply.
I got a 4 with my stunt. I'll add it.
Yep, that's sufficient for one charge. Do you have a name for your advantage?
Not really.
I think we've had this advantage before, like in a much
Yeah, I
earlier
think
session.
it was bird's eye view or something.
Yeah, I was also thinking of Armchair Commander.
Sure. I mean, he's not really armchair, but okay.
I mean, it's an expression that basically denotes a commander who doesn't participate in the battle itself, just like sits back.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying.
Oh.
Because he is in the battle.
Fair
Well,
enough.
not yet, I guess.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So, also, because the advantage you created is sort of topical, do you have any questions for me about what's going on that I can clarify for you?
Are the Murlocs organized in any way? Or are they just big Murlocs?
They have some rudimentary tactics, but that rudimentary tactic is just rely on their overwhelming numbers to swarm the enemy. And you, for instance, you'll see like the one group of Murlocs you ordered your people to gang up on. They don't know what to do. They'll almost certainly be wiped out.
Alright.
I could tell you more if you got a better roll, but that's all I can tell you for now. Okay?
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. Then on the sorceress's turn, she looks at you all and says, the uninvited guests have arrived. Welcome to my lady's new domain. And, well, let me offer a proper greeting as she hurls an arcane bolt probably at like the biggest one of you, which would be Moarg. So Moarg, how do you defend yourself from an arcane bolt?
I'd say he would use his handy shield, cannon as a shield.
Okay, can I get a forceful from you, please?
Wait.
And also say out loud what you get, please.
I got a 2.
And I got a 4, so that's 2 points of damage coming your way.
Alright, that will be 2 stress then.
Also the weekly reminder for Thompshire and Banrak, you guys have some artifacts that you rarely use that may be useful.
Yeah, but I don't know if this is worth using the pants over.
Sure.
I'll just use the staff to whack people.
Sure, you can do that. Just a small reminder, Madrak, the pants aren't like once per session, they're once per round of combat.
I know, I just figured.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just clarifying because there has
And
been
you can use them on other people's turns as well. So
also true, but I just thought I should clarify because there has been confusion in the past. But okay, so the sorceress throws an arcane bolt at your little group, hitting Moarg, the biggest target, and you see that Moarg's attempt to like block it with his cannon is somewhat ineffective, and Moarg is partly singed. The sorcerer seems to be readying another arcane bolt as we go over to Bladebeard's turn.
Alright. Can I say that Bladebeard is hidden behind Bud or one of the ogres?
Mm-hmm.
And let's say Bud.
Mm-hmm.
And he will peek out a bit and shoot the Naga with his blow pipe.
Is this an attempt at a sneaky attack?
Yes.
Okay, give me a sneaky, please.
God damn it. 1.
Even if I roll minimum, I'd still beat that, but let's see what I roll. A 5, so the Naga gains an advantage.
Awful.
So you fire your little blow dart, and as you like try to follow its trajectory of this like tiny little projectile, it almost looks like it bounces off of off of an invisible thing that's almost surrounding the Naga, and the Naga just says predictable, and she gains an advantage that will be just that, predictable. Anything else on your turn, Bladebeard?
No.
Okay, then it shall be Moarg's turn. Banarak? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Is Banarak with us?
I don't know.
The Discord thing isn't letting it, please.
Maybe Banner went to drink some tea.
Possible, I suppose.
Let's just say in game lore-wise, Banneric's charging up a big spirit bomb right now. I mean, Moarg is charging up a big spirit bomb. So he can't talk right now.
Sure.
Maybe he forgot that he changed his name, and if we call him Skull, he'll respond.
I don't think that will work.
Probably not.
How about we
If you guys don't mind, I'm fine with going with the next person in the initiative, and whenever Banarak comes back, we jump back to him. What do you guys think?
Oh, I'm.
Oh, you're here.
Banneric's back.
Okay, it's your turn, Banarak.
All right. I guess after getting hit by the Naga lady, Morg will charge and go to bash his mace against her.
Sure. You're a bit far away at the moment. I think you'll probably be able to reach her at the start of next turn, if that makes sense. So do you have like a ranged attack that you'd like to do, or something else?
I believe it was stated that he can fire his cannon, but doesn't count as an actual his actual ability. Like it's just him shooting the cannon, but not actually.
Yep. Yeah. It's not. It can. It's not your action because it is your stunt. Correct.
Yeah. So I'll do that then. I'll have Moarg ready his cannon and fire it, but not with like the strongest shot.
Sure. So, is this your stunt, your like mega damage stunt, or is this just a narrative way of making a forceful attack?
Narrative way. It's not his stunt.
Okay. That makes sense to me. So please give me a forceful then.
I got a 6.
Nice. I'm still rolling. Give me a second, please. Also, when you guys see my number come up, please.
You got a 3.
Okay, I got a 3. Thank you for pointing that out. So you lob that cannonball at the Naga sorceress, and it almost looks
I
like...
mean, isn't it a fell blast thing?
Yeah, my bad. It almost looks like when it reaches her, like glass is breaking almost, as you will see basically above board an ice barrier shattering, and the cannonball, and the fell cannonball making a reduced but still noticeable impact as you definitely cinch her. And she lets out a snarl of pain and says, "Foolish surface dwellers, I'll have you in time." You
I will stop you.
You deal 3 damage to her. Also, feel free to like move your tokens to be like closer up to the action or whatever.
Oh, I don't want to pick up DoomGoblin. What?
Yeah, you had control over Bladebeard.
No, I was able to grab DoomGoblin's like actual name. That was weird.
Oh,
Oh, it doesn't do anything though when I pick it up. That's weird.
you've moved it on my end.
Oh, I did.
Does anyone else see that Moarg has moved?
Yeah.
I think Bannerag's talking about Bladebeard's name.
You know, I was able to move me. I wasn't able to. So it allowed me to pick up DoomGoblin's name for some reason.
Yeah, don't worry about DoomGoblin's name. That doesn't show up on my end. Yeah, you can move that, but don't worry about it. Okay. Anything else on your turn, Bannerak? Like in terms of narrative stuff or whatever?
I'd say he'd fire and then he'd run some, but not like, yeah, it would take him a bit, like we said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You would be able to get into melee range of her if that's what you want next turn, okay?
Okay.
Next, in the initiative order, we would have Mera.
I think... Can I assist Aaran?
Yes, but I was just gonna say, because his turn would be next, Aaran is a slow little bee, and he will get there not next turn, but on the following turn he'll get in melee range, because he's very, very slow.
Okay, I'll go assist Bud then.
Okay.
If Aaran's gonna take so long.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna flashily hype up Bud so people are more afraid of him, and hopefully that means that they'll slip up and he'll be able to hit them harder.
I was kind of hoping that like you'd climb on top of Bud, like the Goblin Alchemist in Warcraft 3, for instance.
Sure, I can do that narratively.
Does
I mean, he has big like climbing wall spikes I can just like hop up.
Morg, do you allow this?
What do I?
Mera to climb on top of you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And you have Mera assisting you. Okay. Anything else on your turn, Zelris?
Nope.
Okay. Then we would have Aaran.
Alright. Gurren will start moving towards the Naga, I guess. Can we actually attack Murlocs, or are they just for our crewmen?
Mostly for the crewmen, I guess, but you can like send, like, for instance, Aaran like to fight the Murlocs, and I'll consider him the equivalent of like a group of NPCs, if that makes sense. Or yeah, pretty much that. What do you think?
Let's say he'll attack the Naga. I think that's more useful.
Sure. Once again, he's very, very slow. Like, He's
Can he
trotting, pretty much.
can he throw his weapon at her?
His big axe. He can try
Yeah.
to, yeah. Can I get a forceful attack from him?
All right. 5.
Give me a second. I'm rolling myself. Also 5, so that means Gurren gets an advantage.
Monster Slayer.
Yeah, definitely. Gurren throws his big axe, hammer, whatever, at the Naga, and it once again, like, almost deflects off of, like, an invisible surface. And she says, those types of flashy attacks will do you no good. Top of the round. Anything, well, for the NPCs themselves, I think, given that it's a 3-on-1, this group of gnomes will be kaput, but that particular group of murlocs will also be kaput. Okay? And as for the other gnomes, let me roll for them. Okay, the other gnomes are still holding off the murlocs. What do you want your NPCs to do?
By the way, can Gurren move a bit closer on his turn?
I forgot to give you control over his token, right?
I don't have a control over his token.
Yeah,
No?
I moved him closer. He's next to Bud and Mera at the moment.
Alright, thanks.
Okay. Once again, for the NPCs, would you like me to say what the Horde people do first, because they won't listen to you guys, or
Sure.
they'll charge the Naga lady, basically giving her a -1 on her rolls.
So, should we have our crewmen do the same and just give a bunch of minuses to the Naga lady, or should we have them continue fighting Murlocs?
It might actually be fun to try to, like, just swarm her, actually. Let's try that.
Sure.
Okay.
Alrighty.
If we give her a bunch of minuses, that means Bud can fire the cannon and get a massive. I mean, if he wants to, you know. Like anyone, Benjamin can throw his axe as well. It just means we can do a big, powerful attack and get a bunch of damage.
Potentially. Banarak, do you agree, because you have control over some of the ogres?
What's the
To, like, have the NPCs swarm the Naga. That's what everyone's thinking.
Because it gives her minuses, apparently.
Sure.
And, Banarak, can I get a flashy from Morag to see if the Dark Rock ogres listen to you? Because they have a different idea in mind.
Does me assisting
I got it.
Bud help
Yeah,
that? Okay.
The assist counts. Okay, a 2 with Mira's assist, making it a 3, is sufficient. The Dark Rock ogres will also do what you want them to do. So do you want all the NPCs to swarm the Naga lady?
Yeah, I also assume that the 3 Murloc tribes on the right will also assist her. So I think it's good that we like gang up on her with our NPCs.
Sure. Then that is what they will do. They will start like scaling the small cliffs to get to her, the small embankment. But as DoomGoblin accurately predicted, the Murlocs will also swarm to protect their mistress, turning this into a scene of just overall chaos. except for the 2 Morlocks who are still engaged with the gnomes on the other end. Because of the circumstances, I think it will be pretty difficult for like melee-oriented people to barge in, because it's a whole cluster F, and ranged attacks have a chance of hitting the wrong target. But feel free to do whatever you'd like. Is this your guys' final decision for the turn?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay, then it shall be Benjamin's turn.
I'll use my. So narratively, would everyone already be like swarming her, or would they be in the process of doing that?
Process of, but let's meet in the middle. They're in the process of, but they're already very much on their way to doing that.
Then I'll use this as an excuse to use my axe stunt as quick, because I'm gonna throw it before they get way too swarmed, so that it doesn't hit any of them.
Doesn't chop off any of their hands. Yeah, I get it.
I mean, there's 4 hands to chop on the nugget, so.
I mean, to be fair, actually there are elves nearby, yeah, because there's a Night Elf and Bladebeard's volunteers. Anyway, sure, makes sense. Thompshire, give me a quick attack and I'll give you I'm debating between a +5 or a +6 bonus. Let's go with +6, sure.
I got a 4 + 6, that's a 10.
I'm rolling. I am rolling. Let me know if you see my number.
You got a 6.
So that will be 4 points of damage. I will use a charge of predictable to make it 2 points of damage. Sorry, I need to redo the math because there's the various NPC groups assisting and impeding. So you have 4 groups of NPCs hurting her and 3 groups helping her. So basically you have a +1 to your roll, so that's an 11 to her 6, so that's 5. Okay, then I'm gonna use a charge of predictable and a fate point to make it 1 damage.
And I'm gonna use my armchair commander advantage.
I'm gonna use another fate point to mitigate the damage again. Okay. It's still good. You deal 1 damage to her as the axe like nicks her, like barging through her protective barrier, and and returns to you. She snarls at you as you do that. Anything else on your turn?
Not really, no.
Okay. Then on her turn, yeah, I guess you reply with an arcane bolt to you. How do you defend yourself?
I'll just jump to the side.
Give me a quick, please.
Well, I guess we both got terrible rolls.
I got a 3. What did you get?
I got a 2.
So that is 1 point of damage coming your way.
What sort of attack is it?
Technically forceful. So, yeah, you're stunned up. Yeah, a good
Then I'm
point.
fine.
Let me check the wording. Yeah, you are actually fine. Good on you. Sorry. Sorry about that. And she looks very, very irritated. And she will, I think, teleport to these rocks over here. For the because you guys ordered the NPCs to do that, you guys will still have, she'll still have like a -1 on her rolls because of the NPC orders. Make sense? But narratively, she's now on top of those rocks over there. Bladebeard's turn.
Alright. Sorry for repeating myself, but we can't attack the Murlocs? They're only for NPCs, right?
Yeah, unless you specifically want to, in which case I treat it like as a normal attack roll. But there's lots of Murlocs, so you won't be able to do them in with just like one hit, if that makes sense.
So maybe I shouldn't do that. Sure. I guess I'll continue attacking the Naga. Tell me, we are standing in like shallow water, right? And how like deep or not deep is it?
Knee high for like Benjamin. So that would be probably like almost waist high for Bladebeard, waist high for Mera, almost waist high for Gurren. For Bud, it's barely ankle high.
All right. And how like clear is it?
Pretty clear. Yeah, it's pretty clear.
I was thinking of maybe like hiding in the water, but
If it were deeper water, sure, but also keep in mind that these are Naga.
all right. I mean, they're represented by green, so I thought maybe it's like a swampy water, but all right, yeah, makes sense. Then I'll I don't know. I'll try to create an advantage by like hiding among our NPCs, like jumping into the chaos and like waiting for an opening, something like that.
Sounds like a careful or sneaky advantage. I leave the choice up to you.
I'll take sneaky.
Can I get a sneaky roll from you, please? And please say out loud what you get.
5.
Oh yeah, that's definitely sufficient. You get 2 charges on your advantage.
And it's going to be called... Why didn't I think of this? Come on. Any ideas, guys? Wait, what's the
Crowd
thing
cover?
that animal... What?
Crowd cover is the idea that came to mind.
Yeah, sure.
What was your line of thought?
were you thinking of camouflage? Was that it?
What? I was thinking like stalking the prey.
So which do you prefer?
Your one.
Okay. I'll write that in. Anything else on your turn, narratively?
No.
Okay. Banarak, it is Morg's turn.
Alright, Let me read my stunt again. The other one, not the cannon. Let's see. Okay. I would like to use Throwdown Showdown on, not Lyri. I'm trying to remember her name, Mera.
I'm laughing because we joked in the beginning that maybe Zelris would make that mistake. I didn't expect it to be someone else.
I mean, you can always pull Lyri from in the interdimensional rift.
I'm just so used to calling Zelris Lyri, so my brain is going to sometimes occasionally do that. But yeah, I will...
I get it, you miss Lyri. We'll bring her back soon, don't worry.
I think Borg's the only one who has a good relationship with Lyri.
Somewhere in an undisclosed location, Lyri sneezes.
Is she on Azeroth?
Yeah, you actually know that DoomGoblin because of the pings. She's on the other side of the universe.
All right.
She's inside Moag's cannon.
Let me know when she feels like she's an Asgard.
Oh yeah. I'm perfectly aware of that, and if and when that happens, I will let you know. Meanwhile, Banrak?
Yeah, so I'm gonna use my stunt Throwdown Showdown on Mera to throw her at the Naga.
How does Mera react to that?
I don't really know how Mera would react to that. I mean, I guess she'd allow it because, he's a big, strong ogre, and, I don't imagine she'd have any room to avoid this. So sure, Mera will let herself be thrown.
I think the plot twist here is that the Naga is allergic to Volpera fur.
Well, the wording on your stunned Banrak is a bit iffy, because it says once per session, I can throw a player or person far away, either to help or hurt them. So
In this case, it's to help.
Wouldn't this kind of be giving the stunt to Mera, sort of? Since it's kind of helping her attack in a way.
It's supposed to launch her at the Naga so that she can get to the Naga and attack her.
Okay. Okay. My objection was in case you were using Mera as a projectile, not if... Okay. So, using Mera as a projectile, no good, but you can use your stunt to help Mera, sure. Let's say, because it's your stunt, Mera, on your next turn, whatever you decide to do, you'll have a +4 bonus from being thrown by Moarg, okay?
Oh wow, okay.
Woo!
It's still Banrak's turn. You still have your action and your movement.
Mera would yelp as she is picked up and launched by the ogre.
Good luck! And I would have Moarg charge down at the Naga. And depending, I don't think that Lyri would hit the Naga before
Lyri
he hits his
again?
cannon.
I mean,
Not Lyri, Mera.
she's on the other side of the universe, so yeah, she wouldn't.
I meant Mera.
Sorry, I'm joking.
It's gonna happen now. That's my curse. Yeah, I would have Morg shoot his cannon at the Naga.
Using your stunt or like just a typical ranged attack?
Just a typical ranged attack.
Okay. Can I get a forceful from you, please?
And I got
What did you get, sorry?
a 4.
Okay. I heard F, and I'm wondering, is that 4, 5, 15? I'm rolling her defense.
If Lyri was here, she would roll a 15. So the average Lyri roll.
Potentially.
Yeah, but she only rolls like once per battle, because she spends the whole battle piling advantages.
Okay.
If it works, it works.
So, Moarg, you fire your cannon shot, but the Naga sources, like, having caught on to your trick, I guess for lack of a better term, deflects it with arcane magic. You can also move closer if you want. Did you hear me, Banrak? Okay.
Yeah, I heard you. I moved.
Okay,
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you very, very much. Mera, you are a projectile. You decide how you stick the landing and what you do. Whatever you do, you'll have a +4 bonus, and you'll wind up right next to the Naga, or maybe onto her, whatever you decide to do.
Can we do a d20 to see how gracefully I land, just for the role play?
Sure. Would you like to roll, or would you like me to roll?
It's just us / d20, right?
/roll space d20. The higher the number, the better.
Apparently really badly. I got a 2.
Okay, you faceplant, and you once again feel blood in your mouth. When you get when you like lift up your head from the sand, you see another tooth there.
Great.
2 in a row.
What a fantastic! Like, how do I lose a tooth in the sand? It's like the softest substance known to
I
man.
mean, if sand was a bad choice of words, if you look at the map, it's rocks.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. It's like how weak is she that she loses teeth to sand
To be fair, you were thrown quite a bit
by
of
an
distance.
ogre?
Yeah.
Yeah, a 20-foot tall ogre. Okay, I guess trying to compensate from that horrible landing, Mera will, I guess, unsheath her sword, and she will unleash a flurry of very flashy swings to intimidate this Naga. I'm using my stone.
Okay, let me check the wording. Okay, so we'll treat this as a flashy attack. You have the +4 bonus from Mowarg. I'll give you +4 again. I was gonna give you more, but you face planting definitely like made a bad impression, I guess. So you have a +8 bonus in total. May I get a flashy attack from you?
A 3. I can do better than that.
Well, let's see what the Naga rolls first. And also, remember with the NPCs assisting... Oh yeah, that's actually... Yeah, with the NPCs assisting, that's +9 for you. So 3 + 9, that's 12 to her 5. So that's 7 points of damage coming her way. Do you want to... Go ahead.
How much points would she have left if I did 1 fate point boost?
So that would be 9 points of damage. If she took 9 points of damage, she would take her level 6 consequence and her level 4 consequence, leaving her with her level 2 consequence and level 2 stress.
Oh, it's so worth getting that 1 extra consequence, even if it means you have to spend a fate point. I'll do it. I'll spend 1 fate point on Biltrack Buccaneer to boost my attack.
Let me recap again. So 12, 7, 9. Okay, so you spend, so that'll make it an 11. Did I miscount? No, it's 9, not 11. My bad. So it's a 9. Okay, I'm gonna spend 1 fate point, bringing it back to 7.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. That seems like a good exchange to me.
What's the level 6 consequence you inflict on this lady? Again, a level 6 is like something, a crippling injury basically, or like deep trauma or whatever.
What kind of...
We can all do the same thing you did to Caspian if you want.
I'll say... I would just give her, let's just say shell-shocked, because I was launched like a missile and I did a scary attack, so maybe she's just kind of having a moment right now.
Sure.
Also, it's a fish pun, so...
Sure. For whatever reason, you landing right in front of her and flashing your sword, even though you don't necessarily do physical damage, it awakens a deep trauma in her, and all of you see this look of absolute horror on the Naga's face as she has no retort to give at this point.
Left speechless.
Gurin's turn. What shall Gurin do? He's already thrown his weapon.
Yeah, and I believe you mentioned that we are like standing.
Sorry.
No worries. We are like on sand, not on rocks, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he can't even like pick up rocks and throw.
Can he pocket sand?
I mean, it's wet sand, so it's at least like it won't break apart if you throw it, I guess. It won't be particularly hurtful, but yeah.
It could be if it gets in her mouth, I guess. You can show her.
I mean, it could also be an advantage, like throwing cemetery. I don't know.
Above board, I would treat it more as a careful attack, not a forceful attack, if that's what you want to do. But also, Gurren has other metal bits on him that he can throw if he wants.
I guess he would approach Benjamin and like extend his hand and say something in Dwarven.
Above board, can you let me, the DM, know what he says?
Yeah, like give me something to throw.
Okay.
He sees that he has extra access.
But Benjamin does not understand it.
I mean, doesn't he like point at them or something?
You overestimate Gurren's social tact.
Can we roll for that, or is it that horrible?
Sure, give me a careful, Thompshire. And
I got a 4.
okay, fine. You get what Gurren's trying to ask for.
Then I give him one of my non-fancy axes.
He does not say thank you.
I figured.
Gurren now has a quote non-fancy axe.
Alright, he'll throw it at the Naga.
May I get Gurren's forceful, please?
6.
Let's see what the Naga does.
That's an 8.
Mm-hmm.
But if I use my advantage and her consequence, that would be 2 points of damage.
You would be correct.
Should I do that?
I mean, even if you use the final fate point, that'll be it for the rest of the scene.
Is that a yes or no?
I guess it depends. Do you want him to have a fate point for the rest of the scene or not?
Wait, who are you talking about?
You have one left, and you only have like this limited amount for this scene, so we can just get rid of the next one.
Above board. When you get to the next boss or whatever, I will refresh my fate points. Yeah.
Yeah. So it depends if you really care about getting rid of that one, because I feel like you'll just use it now because there's no reason not to.
Oh, but if he loses all his fate points, and we find out like aspects from some of the NPCs, we can compel them.
Yeah.
That is true.
But I mean, the Naga's almost dead, so...
No, like our allies.
Yeah. We can compel the ogre
ogres,
chieftain or the
horde.
orc captain.
Funnily enough, yes. Although I love, both in this campaign and the other campaign, whenever I say, I'm out of fate points, so now you can compel me, that almost never happens.
Well, now we're thinking of portals.
So, going back, she has an 8, you have a 6. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm gonna use my advantage monster slayer and her level 6 to do 2 damage.
Okay, and I'll use a fate point to bring it to a tie, giving you 1 advantage. Would you like Gurren's monster slayer back, or are you spending some more? Well, actually, you can't spend more stuff because Gurren doesn't answer to your fate points, I guess.
Yeah, but you can spend your fate points.
I'm out of fate points.
Damn it. Sure, that's it.
Okay. Top of the round, NPC time. Full disclosure, the Horde people will fight the Murlocs. What? I should roll for the gnomes to see if they die or not. Casual genocide.
Hashtag Sylvanas.
Yeah, you said that water was clear, but it should be like red now.
Oh yeah, it would be bloody. Well, not where you guys are at, if that makes sense. Oh, that's okay. The one is the gnomes die. Yeah. So the gnomes, all of them are dead.
Not the chieftain. She's probably still alive.
Well, yeah, and to be fair, it's probably not all the gnomes that like not all the gnomes have died, because like a massacre in like 20 seconds is a bit much, but they're out of the fight for good. This dungeon and
Is the gnome with the bazooka okay?
let's do a roll.
Bladebeard, you have to repopulate the tribe. That's your new mission.
With that roll, yeah, the gnome with the bazooka is good.
Yippee.
Awesome.
So what do you want the NPCs to do? Again, the horde people will fight the murlocs.
We should focus all the crews on one group of Morlocks, I guess.
Well, I think what's gonna happen, because the murlocs outnumber you, is I think 4 groups of murlocs will engage the 4 groups of NPCs, leaving 1 group of murlocs free to potentially help the Naga, unless you decide to tell 1 group of people, hey, sacrifice yourselves to keep 2 groups of murlocs in check. Does what I said make sense?
Yeah, but it's all.
We can deal with the Murlocs helping the Naga. I mean, she's almost dead anyway.
Yeah.
We'll just why don't we just like funnel all of our assists into someone and have them do a super powerful attack?
Sure. Just for the sake of it, I'll move the murlocs start swarming, I guess, Mera. Basically, they're swarming to help the Naga lady, and just trampling whomever might be in their path. And otherwise, there's a big battle on the rocks where the Naga lady used to be. Is that it for the NPCs?
Yep.
Okay. Then we move to Benjamin's turn. Also, let me move Gorin closer. Thompshire. Oh no, can you guys hear Thompshire?
He's
No.
he's going through the demonic portal right now.
Beep beep boop.
Okay,
Hello.
okay,
Hello.
now you're fine, now you're fine.
I was asking if I could get to the new.
If you can get to the what, you cut off again.
If I could get to the Naga's position.
Sure, let's say so, yeah.
The Eurovision killed him.
Then I'll basically just run up to her and try to give her a good slash before she can react.
Sure, give me a quick attack.
And
God.
my stunt would apply because she attacked me last turn.
Let me check.
She's gonna get an advantage of this, I guarantee you.
Yep, you're right, Thompshire. Did she attack you last turn?
Yes, with the
Yes.
bolt, because I
the bolt.
attacked her with the axe before that.
Right. Okay. So, give me your quick, please.
Oh god. She's gonna get an advantage. This is going horribly.
I mean, I don't. Okay. I better shut up, but I'll be ready.
Isn't that a 10 because of the Molochs?
Well, no, I already included the assist in the...
Oh, okay.
Oh
That's
god.
good. Oh, Benjamin! What happened to teaming up to do a super powerful assist attack?
Oh no.
She's got like 4 advantages now.
Well, no, it's only one advantage. but still. Is Thompshire, do you intend to spend fate points or whatever, or shall we leave it at that?
I mean, even
No, I
if,
don't think so.
even if you got a critical hit, you can't beat her. So
I mean, I can. I get 1 damage.
oh, well, isn't 1 damage enough to kill her? Oh no, it's not. You need 2.
Well, no, critical. Oh yeah, critical hit. Yeah, it will be 1 damage. I forgot about his stunt. Still, with that roll, Thompshire, like you rush forward, but probably you see the murlocs also rushing in, so you like decide to focus on speed instead of caution. So you rush forward and make a thrust with your sword, but you overextend yourself. So you miss with the sword, and she grabs it with one of her arms and tosses your sword aside.
No, it's for sword.
She gains the advantage predictable, once again. Anything else in terms of narrative?
I guess Benjamin decides to dual wield axes.
Sure. Okay. On the sorceress's turn, also feel free to move your token closer. Seeing that she's overwhelmed, she sort of used the murlocs as a smokescreen of sorts to cast the spell Mirror Image, basically. What this means is that she will get 2 assists, and you can potentially, and if you attack a mirror image, you'll dispel it instantly, but you have to spend your to do that. So yeah, she basically has 2 more assists, but you can reduce those assists by killing the mirror images. Okay.
Oh wait.
Making it Bladebeard's turn at this point.
Can I somehow assist our people in the fight against Murlocs so they don't all die?
I mean, the fight against the Murlocs is evenly matched at this point, so no risk of people dying.
Is there no risk?
Yeah, because
I think 4 just because the gnomes are really shit.
Well, not necessarily that the gnomes were shit, although they were, but that you you allow the gnomes to like be overwhelmed by numbers. This time the numbers are even.
Alright, if you say so.
Well, I guess not necessarily even. There's more murlocs than your people, but it's like quality versus quantity.
Yeah. Alright. What did we say? Should we all assist someone for a big attack?
That was my plan, but I don't know. She has like a +8 now. So
Well, she has 2 assists from the mirror images and 1 assist from the murloc.
oh, so a +9.
Potentially. Although her attack and defense are different. Again, you can, if you hit a mirror image and pop it, it goes away. If obviously, though, if you also just kill the caster, the mirror images go away.
I mean,
I have an idea. Maybe I could find out one of her aspects. Maybe
Oh,
it
yeah,
could be
do that.
useful.
Sure. Let me. Okay. For her aspects, well, actually, the difficulty will depend on how much does Bladebeard know about Naga, generally speaking, because at least some of her aspects are kind of general.
I guess since he's a pirate sailor, he would have knowledge of Naga.
Right, but I mean more like Naga history, for instance, like that the fact that they were once night elves, I guess.
I believe he actually said that at one point in the first season, that he like heard stories about that. So
Okay.
I guess he knows.
Then it's canon.
He like he heard stories about legends about Naga and stuff.
Then it's canon. Then it's difficulty 2 for She has 2 tertiaries, so aspects number 3 and 4. Both of those are difficulty 2. Difficulty 4 for her trouble. Difficulty 6, I guess, for her high concept. Again, the difficulty is established like how likely Bladebeard is to find out that stuff, if that makes sense. Okay?
Alright. I'll roll.
Please do so.
4, which is I can either choose one of her tertiaries or her bad aspect.
Correct?
Trouble.
Correct?
Yeah, let's have the trouble. That sounds fun.
You've noticed her arrogant tone. Her trouble is the arrogance of 10,000 years. And you get a free invoke on it.
Maybe she's arrogant, so she won't.
Overconfident, we can say.
Yeah, maybe she can send the Murlocs to fight everyone else because she's so arrogant. I don't know.
Am I out of fate points?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
I guess this is my turn, but I'll think about, and everyone else should think about what we can compel her to do before her turn.
Sure.
I don't know, something useful. Think of something useful.
Yeah.
Speaking of your turn, that was your action. You still have your movement.
I'll. Should I move forward? I guess I'm hidden here. I have an advantage that implies that I should stay in place.
To be fair, if you wanted to, since Murlocs are like swarming the Naga Lady too, you could also say that those are your crowd cover, but it's your choice.
Sure. Yeah, fine then. I moved with the Murlocs without them noticing me.
Sure. Please feel free to move your token. Anything else on your turn?
No, that's it.
Okay. Banrak? Moarg?
I guess Morg will go to strike at the Naga Lady with his, well, not Naga Lady, one of her mirror images.
Okay. If you try to attack the mirror image, its defense will not be as good. So please give me. How are you attacking, actually?
He is hitting one with his hammer.
Okay. Then please give me your forceful attack. It'll be okay. That will be her thing.
I got a 4.
Okay. I'm rolling. Let's see. The mirror image, even though it's just an arcane illusion, it stands strong. You are unable to penetrate its ice barrier.
Any ideas for the Naga Lady?
I mean, she's on her last legs.
I know we could do something to get rid of the Murlocs. Is there any scenario we can think of where she just told the Murlocs to go away? I can't think of anything.
Anything else on your turn, Banrak?
I don't think so.
Sure. Then it shall be Mera's turn. Mera, again, for whatever you did, just flashily swinging your sword randomly, you will clearly awaken some deep, unexpected trauma in this Naga Lady that I, the DM, also didn't know about apparently. And her reaction is to cast this defensive spell, Mirror Images, and also to call the group, one of the groups of Murlocs to assist her, and they are currently swarming in your direction. For narrative's sake, it is your turn.
Okay. So they're coming from me. She's afraid of me.
Maybe of what you did, not necessarily of you. I'm above board. I'm not sure.
Okay. Maybe. Okay, she's arrogant. I'm trying to like wrap this into a way I can use. Just so, because she has a +9 right now. I was thinking maybe for some reason, because she's so arrogant and wants to like, no, that wouldn't work either. I was thinking like maybe because she was so arrogant, she would like try to squash this plight against her by sending everyone against me. So that means all our allies will be. Yeah, that this is the idea for the compel I was thinking of. Send everyone against me so our allies can just zerg the Naga right at the end. But I don't know if I can make that work.
Yeah, that would be helpful if like all 4 Murloc groups would give you -1.
You mean 5?
Well, no, I was thinking of she would send them against Mera, then Mera would run away, so you guys can just swarm the Naga.
Yeah.
For a noble sacrifice. If you die, we'll put you on a boat and throw you at sea, I guess.
So,
But
okay.
I can't think of a way to, tie that into the arrogance.
Yeah, that was my question. Also, small reminder: if you're thinking about compels, you can compel when it's not your turn. You can compel whenever you'd like.
Okay.
We can't compel consequences, can we?
No, you may not. No. The same way you cannot compel advantages.
Can we compel stresses?
How is the number 2 relevant to your situation, for instance?
I don't know.
We have 2 hands. I have 2 axes.
Well, like in a negative sense for her.
Some people have 2 hands, Thompshire, you know.
I mean, you still have 2 hands, but it's voidy. It's fine.
Okay.
She has 6 hands, I think, or 4. I don't remember.
I think we're talking about Lyri.
Yeah, I know.
So, should I try and look for another tertiary I can use? I only have a 1 in Cathol. This is a real gamble.
I would also ask how much does Mera know about Naga, generally speaking? Because the difficulties may be different.
Oh, yeah. I don't think she knows much at all. I mean, Naga are kind of known in Kultiras. So maybe she heard a thing or 2 in Freeport. Or Freehold even, but
Then
I can't think she'd know that much, I don't know.
Then it would be level 2 difficulty to learn one of her tertiaries, 4 to learn a different tertiary, and 6 to learn her high concept, if that's what you decide to do.
So, a 2 minimum.
Mhm.
Oh god, this could be a waste of time. But she has like a +9 right now, I should do it. Okay, I'll try and figure out one of her aspects.
Okay, give me a careful, please.
Please, God. Oh,
What did you get?
a 1.
Alright.
Okay. Can Bud's magical pants fix this? Or am I really gonna spend a fate
Do you
point
want
for this?
Moarg to shit himself?
That's only one possible outcome.
I mean, he can also be naked, which, you know, is also...
That's another possible outcome. I'll have you know I've added like 5 more different outcomes to the pants.
So he can also piss himself. That's awesome.
To answer your question, well, I'm not saying no, but like, how likely would it be for like Moarg, the character Moarg, to see, oh, Mera's thinking hard, but it doesn't look like she has the right idea yet. Oh, I can instinctually reverse time to have Mera think better. How likely is that thought to pop up in Moarg's mind?
She scratches her chin like a cartoon character, and then looks very sad. Can I roll a flashy to see if he gets that?
Fine, yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm not opposed to it, yeah.
Please be a critical hit. Just a 4. In fact, that's less than average. Never mind.
Give me a careful Moarg, for the sake of it.
Can you please just get a critical on this Moarg?
Alright, so careful.
Mm-hmm.
I got 3.
Wow.
Moarg, you see Mera thinking hard, but it doesn't look like she's come up with the right idea yet. Feel free to come to your own conclusions.
Pence.
What plan, Mera?
Mera doesn't say anything. She's thinking too hard. She's doing the like Jimmy Neutron brain blast kind of thing right now.
You see smoke start to rise from Mera's head.
Exactly. There's like lightning bolts going on inside the smoke as well. It's like a thundercloud. This is going nowhere. I'm gonna use a fate point.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll use a fate point to increase my careful to a
What are you invoking?
oh god. Either build draw. I don't use the same one twice. I'll use a different one. Just so I can be more creative. I'll do no, I go with Build Rat here again. She's had stuff in Freehold or whatever. I'm not even gonna try risking it.
Okay, sure. Duly noted. That is sufficient to learn her one of her tertiary aspects, which is Murloc Slave Driver.
Okay.
And you get a free invoke on it.
Awesome. Okay.
That was Mera's turn.
No, I'm going to invoke that. I'm going to compel her right now.
Okay.
I'm going to compel her Murloc Slave Driver. She doesn't care about these Murlocs, and she's so scared of whatever Mera did, she's going to send them all against Mera.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. I will take your remaining fate point. Sure.
Yep.
So, above board, at the start of the next round of combat, all the Murlocs will swarm Mera.
Now let's... Oh wait, oh my god. I was going to say I only have a +1 in quick, but I actually have a boost to retreating, so this could actually be a fantastic tactical decision right now. To just lead them away.
Is that it for your turn?
Oh yeah, that's it. Sorry, I pressed the wrong button.
Okay. Then it shall be Gurin's turn. I kind of love how he, well, in like a sadist way, how he's just all alone in the water because he's so slow.
Can he grab like a weapon from one of the fallen gnomes? Are they around him?
Can he just grab the body of one of the dead gnomes?
Yes to both questions.
I'll think he would rather pick up a weapon of some kind.
Sure. Yes to both questions. Unfortunately, it's gonna either be like a primitive club or a gun, and I don't think Gurin knows how to use a gun.
I mean, he can whack people with it.
Yeah, he just grabs it and throws it.
Yeah. Okay. So shall we take that as Gurin's forceful attack?
Yeah, at the Naga.
Okay. So The Naga currently has 3 assists. Okay. Please roll me for
8.
Gurin.
8. That's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Let's see what the Naga gets.
A 10, but I also have an advantage for Gurin. And she has... what? 1? No, she has no consequences.
Maybe you
Well-
should have rolled for Gurin to see which Naga he hits, because I don't think he knows what the mirror image is.
Just because the roll has already happened, I'm gonna have to say no.
Yeah. I'm just saying it, after the fact.
Sure. DoomGoblin, if you're thinking of improving your roll, you have Gurin's advantage and the Naga Lady's trouble aspect and tertiary aspect that you can invoke for free.
So if I can think of like a reason why her arrogance or being a slaver would hurt her, I can use those as well, I guess. Or at least the 10,000 years thing.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, can I use it for Gurin?
Of course you can.
Sure. I'll use his Monster Slayer and the arrogance thing.
Oh yeah, maybe she doesn't think much of these primitive weapons, and then she she underestimates his attack. I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah, she doesn't think that a dumb dwarf will be able to guess which one is the right one, so she won't bother to protect herself from his attack.
Sure. I will use my last fate point to mitigate that, bringing it to a tie.
Alright.
So
I forgot I gave you one.
So you get your Monster Slayer charge back.
Sure, yeah.
You were saying, Zelris?
I was just saying I forgot that I gave you a fate point.
That's how compels work, yeah.
Whoops.
Oh yeah, we can compel Mera as well.
I mean, you don't want to do that right now because I'm doing my super cool plan, but sure, after the encounter, feel free.
I don't know.
So, top of the round, the Naga Lady just staring horrified at Mera as Mera stares back because Mera was studying her. She just lets out a yell, but it sounds like she's also saying something in an incomprehensible language. And as promised, all the Murlocs will now swarm Mera, impeding her by -5 in all her rolls.
It's okay, guys. I have a +2 to my Quake when running away. I can make the Great Escape.
So you have a -5 on all of your rolls. I almost think this should justify also an attack against you, but we'll see. What do the NPCs do?
Swarm the Naga right now.
I think the Horde people will swarm the Murlocs, just above board because they're the closest target.
Well, I think odd people should swarm the Naga at least.
Also, that means you have only a -4 malice, not a -5 malice. For whatever it's worth.
That is true.
So what does everyone else think? Do you all agree with Zelris? Or do you have your own ideas?
Yeah, no, I agree.
Once again, Banra, can I get your flashy to see if the ogres listen to you? The local ogres?
Yep. I got a.
Oh yeah, that's sufficient. Yeah. The ogres will agree with your guys' plan. So now you have... I'm just gonna put them over here for simplicity's sake. Both groups of ogres and the crewmen swarming the Naga Lady, giving her a -3 on her rolls. She does still have 2 mirror images left, but I suspect not for too long. Benjamin's turn. for narrative's sake, she seems more concerned with dealing with Mera. Like, she really doesn't like Mera for whatever reason.
I will. Could I use my keen senses stunt for that important information, being that she's distracted with Lyri, so that I can get a boost to my attack?
Gary again.
Oh yeah, Mera. Sorry.
So, yes, you can use your keen senses. As to whether you can use it to boost an attack, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can notice that she's distracted by Mera, like very distracted by Mera, I guess. For narrative's sake, there's still a swarm of murlocs around you guys, but you're not particularly impeded by it. Yeah, and I'll give you a plus 3 bonus, I guess, because she still seems capable of defending herself to whatever you want to do.
Makes sense. Yeah. Basically, I just want to get a quick stab in before she can notice that I'm. You know what's right.
Give me a quick. And let me think. So she has 2 pluses, but 3 minuses. So okay, that's what you roll. Okay.
So is that a 7 from you, Thompshire? We can start off.
Yep.
Let's see what the Naga lady gets. Still rolling on my end. Let me know if you guys can see it.
6.
6.
So we
How
get
many does she need to die?
5, basically.
5
That's-
damage?
yeah, 5 damage. But I think we have a ton of advantages we can just bust this time. So maybe
Bladebeard, and Gurren do. And you also have her tertiary aspect. So if DoomGoblin agrees to pass on over Bladebeard and Gurren's advantages, then potentially.
Okay. Well, I guess first I can start by using Murloc's Slave Driver. You know, all her Murlocs are leaving, so I guess she's more exposed. Does that make sense?
Yep. So that would make it 3 points of damage.
Alright, I just need 2 more. So does anyone donate their advantage?
I'm surprised by this silence.
yeah, but do they have to justifiably make sense?
I would ask that it does, but I'll be lenient. But yes, I would ask that it makes
Crowd
sense.
cover probably doesn't work, but Monster Slayer maybe. I don't know.
Maybe
a
the
dwarf
presence.
that
Yeah, maybe the presence of the Monster Slayer Gurren has distracted her from Benjamin or something.
The
Can you
presence
guys
of-
hear me?
Yeah, we can
By
hear
the
you.
way.
Now we
All
can.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suggested Monster Slayer.
We did
But-
not hear that.
Yeah, I realized.
Also, I love when you say the presence of Gurren when he's the only one far away because he's so slow.
Yeah,
I mean, but
presence is
that
felt.
means he's easier to see because he's not covered in the swarm.
He's like standing in like
In no
blood red
man's land,
water.
pretty much.
and
Yeah.
just grabbing stuff from the ground and throwing it.
So, DoomGoblin, do you allow that advantage to be used?
Sure.
Okay. For narrative's sake, let's say not only is she distracted by Mera, but also a stray boot hits her in the head, I guess, from Gurren. Thompshire, how do you dispatch this sorceress?
Let's say I kind of stab her like through the back and like with my Embersorrow axe.
Stab with an axe, interesting.
No, sorry, I was thinking of the sword. Like, give it a good old hack.
Okay. You stab her in the back. Stab.
Uh,
Chop her in the back, specifically with.
I mean, I can stab with the Embersorrow axe. Look at the shape.
Yeah, I guess it'll be.
But no,
whatever.
I chop. Yeah.
You chop, probably like severing her spine. And she like coughs up this gurgle of blood, probably hitting Mera because she's so unlucky. And she says, "My sisters will avenge me," and she collapses to the ground. The Murlocs like all stop in their tracks, and almost as if a spell was broken, they all run away in random directions, ending the encounter.
What an insanely clean encounter. Only Bud got hit.
You guys did very well. So, shall I reveal the loot for this specific boss?
Yeah.
Wait, maybe we can. Alright, yeah, sure. I was thinking like, I remember once before we like compelled an NPC to have some really good loot. Maybe we can do that
She's
here
dead.
as well.
She's dead.
Alright.
Like her death has happened narratively.
Yeah, makes sense.
I guess who would be closest narratively to her corpse to potentially inspect for, like, notice?
Benjamin.
Yeah, I guess it would be Benjamin or Mera. So Benjamin, I guess.
He has to be careful as he can do it.
Yeah.
When she falls over and dies, she like spills over a scaled bag of like magical reagents, and one of the particular reagents that spills out, and I will put on screen in a second, is give me a sec. Well, first of all, I'll say it's particularly shiny, like glaringly shiny. It's this thing that
Ooh.
It's shiny. I kind of touch it to see if anything happens.
yeah. Give me a sec. Okay. I won't reveal all of its effects right away, but the one thing that happens, you touch it and pick it up, and it immediately flies away from your fingers, and all of a sudden a piece of parchment pops up in midair, and it starts writing something on the parchment. Do you turn to look?
Yes.
It says, "The valiant Benjamin Aaran turned to see what the golden quill was writing on the parchment."
I raise my hand.
The valiant Benjamin Aaran raises his hand heroically.
So it writes things down.
That's
Well,
one of the things that it does.
I wasn't planning on writing an autobiography, but I guess it will do it by itself.
It starts writing what you said, and then scratches it, and then says instead, "I wasn't planning on writing an autobiography, but I suppose every great hero deserves one."
Mera will try and snatch the magical quill thing.
Benjamin, do you allow this?
I mean, sure.
Okay. The quill will not, the feather will not oppose. Yeah, it's now in Mera's hands. And go ahead.
A worthy reward for this battle, and Mera will add it to the feather that's already in her head.
The piece of parchment floats down. Feel free to pick it up if you want.
Sure, Mera will pick it up.
Sure. And above board, Zelris, you can use it as this sort of decorative item, or you can use it to like constantly write a heroic autobiography. Either way, it has another magical power that I will not reveal yet. Either way, that other magical power will not be affected. So you can use it as decoration, you can use it as autobiography. The other magical power will still work. Okay?
Okay.
Why did Mera keep the Benjamin fanfiction?
I don't know.
Does Mera know how to read? Common specifically.
Probably very loosely, but not very well.
Then you get a vague idea of what it was writing, but you're not sure.
I mean, she definitely does not know how to spell Benjamin Aaran, so...
You see the words hero and valiant, I guess.
Did the Naga drop anything else, or just a feather?
1 item per boss.
Okay.
Obviously, these are like special items. If you're just interested in like, I don't know, a Naga hand or whatever minor magical reagent she had on her, yeah, you can take that.
Did she have any arcane dust for Bladebeard to do his fantasy of murdering Lyri?
Let's do a roll.
I don't know why I brought that up, but I just... The campaign derailing insane person within me just wants to, you know, give it a shot.
Let's see what the dice say. Yeah, the answer is yes.
Do I see that?
Depends on if you go to inspect the body or not.
Oh yes, of course. We need to take the loot. That's the most important part of every fight.
You see that Mera has appropriated a shining golden feather. Zelris, let me know if you are keeping it in decoration mode or autobiography mode.
She's just keeping it in her head.
Sure. And, yeah, do you inspect the body otherwise, or?
Yeah.
Sure. Then, yeah, as you will immediately notice her, like, sack of reagents spill out. It's currently safe because she was on top of rocks, so it's not, like, in danger of getting wet. But, yeah. Among that sack, you see a familiar powder, I guess.
In, like, a bag, right?
Yeah, sure. Because of the roll, yeah, let's say so.
Alright, I'll take that.
Okay, you now have arcane dust. Also, let me know if you're like interested in like any other minor loot that you like from this lady.
Oh yeah.
I guess I go grab my sword and the axe Gurin through.
Gurin finally catches up to the group.
Well done, Gurin. We defeated the monster.
Aye. Stares blankly
What
at you.
other items does she have?
Again, you let me know if you're interested in anything. The other items she'd have are like very minor stuff, like minor magical reagents or body parts or like spare trinkets. So nothing too important. So whatever you're interested
Bladebeard
in.
will take a new hand for Lyri.
Yeah, you can take her hand if you want. Yeah, sure.
I mean, is there anything that looks expensive on her?
Other than the feather, no.
Damn.
I'll... I don't know if this will help my dagger at all, but I'll stab her dead body.
with the like fancy dagger. Yeah, you do that.
The blood's
Blood's
passion.
passion. Yeah.
Yeah.
You do that, nothing happens.
I guess she needs living blood.
Yeah. You actually get like a voice, the voice in your mind say, living.
Yeah, get it. All right.
The ogres and the crewmen would approach you guys. As for the horde people, you see them arguing. Like, the horde people's position on the map is, I guess, more or less accurate. They're arguing with each other.
Well done, me hearties. We defeated the first monster.
The first Naga.
The crewmen like give nods, like yeah, and this is the effect of the roll that I asked you in the very, very beginning to do, before the fighting started, DoomGoblin. Linda Krem will nod along, and then look like behind you, and you see an expression of just shock on her face. Do you also look behind you?
Sure.
Oh no.
You see the good fortune depart.
What?
Wait, what?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Bladebeard, what's going on with your ship over there?
Lyri returned. I can feel her on the ship.
No, you don't, above board.
Lyri came back, is on the ship. She's still in the ship.
Yeah.
Should we go save our ship then?
Above board, by the time you get there, it will be too late. Above board.
Yeah, she has our parents.
No. Oh no. Chef Clunk. Bro, is Chef Clunk, bro, and it's so over.
Should we make a beeline for the horde ship?
I guess. Personally, I think this is more important than the volcano.
Mera has a look of absolute horror, seeing that the only way off this horrible island is sailing away. She's stranded
can
once again.
always come back.
I mean, we can also check if they left our parents and some of the crewmen behind.
Above board, does anyone have a spyglass? I guess Linda Krim would ask, does anyone have a spyglass?
Doesn't Bladebeard have a spyglass?
I
to
do.
use?
Yeah, I do as well.
Then may I get, I guess, a careful from whomever is looking for the spyglass?
Can we give it to Benjamin? Oh, never mind, you're all good anyway.
I got 2. Bladebeard got a 3.
Bladebeard, both of you would see the figure of a particularly large individual, probably an ogre, on the beach. Probably Chef Clunk. Bladebeard specifically, you'd also see some humanoid shapes stranded on the beach.
Alright, she left some of the individuals, like Chef Clunk, on the beach.
I
don't think it was Lyri.
I can't believe we had a mutiny on the ship.
Above board, you remember like daily statistics Ziharu gave you? The crew's loyalty was at a 3 out of 10. That's why I gave you Bladebeard a +3 bonus.
Oh.
And they just mutinied against us and stole the ship.
There was also a specific roll that happened, so it probably wasn't just them.
Damn.
Oh my god.
Things can never go well.
The
for
good
us.
fortune, guys. The good fortune.
I think we should check who they left. I think we should go back.
I'm the fastest one. Maybe I should just run back and return as fast as I can.
Yeah,
What, are you gonna carry them?
maybe bring them or something. I don't know.
So
I'm
wait,
not sure that's
wait.
a great idea.
So who's this Lyri person? Why are they still on the ship?
Benjamin will start running off. He's not going to wait for that.
Above board, Thompshire, before you do. Keep in mind that time is of the essence. Running to the ship and back, I would consider the equivalent of taking a short rest. Is that alright with everyone?
Yeah.
I don't know what even will happen if we wait.
Also, fuck this volcano now. I think the priority is shifted.
Yeah.
But I mean, we
gone-
need the ship anyway, so we have to go to the Horde ship.
Yeah, this has gone from save the island to Grand Theft Boat. I'm just gonna steal it now.
Also, isn't the Horde ship slower than the Good Fortune?
Yes.
Yes, but we have more
Then what's
cannons.
the
We could shoot
point?
them down. we're not getting we're not getting the Good Fortune back. We're just gonna sail off with it. Fuck this island.
At this point, we might as well just wait for Kyrie's friend and just fly on her back. And,
She already is here, though.
Is
I
she?
mean-
We just saw something flying. We're not sure.
Yeah, at the Horde ship. Might as well go there.
Anyways, Benjamin is ready.
Okay.
Mera is going to inquire about who this Lyri person is and why they stole the ship.
Well, Lyri, why would she come back? Well, Lyri has a very messy past in history. She corrupted by spooky ethereals. It's all purple and scary sometimes, but she also sometimes a friend. She helped free Morg's people, so you know, pretty good
Mera
sometimes.
scratches her head confusingly.
Yeah, I mean, I understand if you don't believe me, bud, but she did want to leave them on Outland to be tortured and turned into robot slaves, but I rescued them. But you don't have to believe me if you don't want to.
Well, what matters is what she did after. So, she freed ogres, and ogres are freed now, and they are helping us. So, you know, I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, I guess. And you know, but I'm sorry the way I treated you in the last few days. I'm very angry. You understand, you know, and I know you just did what you thought was right.
Well, I always accept your apology, Bladebeard. You're my friend.
Yeah, I was also doing what I thought was right. You know, I wanted to protect my crew from her, and I wanted to bring her to Dalaran to be cured. But I thought that extreme measures should be taken.
Well, you wanted to help her in some way, though I don't think she wanted it.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I think that it's her loss.
Yeah, but I also thought it was a good idea for her to leave. She was causing a lot of issues.
And apparently she still is.
Once again, you feel Lyri's ping on the other side of the universe.
Yeah, but I'm the only one that feels that.
Sure.
I don't know why
Wait.
she's back or why she stole ship, but
Wait, considering all that's happening in Lyri's side of the world, is it feasible that she'd send anyone at this point?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'll think of something maybe.
While you think,
Just for fun.
while you think of that, is it just me or has Bladebeard's little token disappeared? Not on the map.
he's on my map.
Yeah, he's on mine as well.
Okay, so it's just a minor graphical glitch, viewers. It happens sometimes on Roll20. Minor graphical glitch on my end. Oh, now he's back somehow. I don't get it. Either way. No, not the little circle. I meant Bladebeard's actual model, if that makes sense. Either way, of the like NPCs, you see like Linda Krem and the like Good Fortune volunteers just looking dismayed. Bud's ogres look confused. The other ogres look also confused, but for a different reason. Tar will say, "Why aren't we charging? Come on already!" And the horde people you see are still arguing with each other, like to the point of almost drawing weapons.
I'm gonna go see what's going on with the horde folk. I know they don't like me, but, you know, I'm the only one who can talk to them.
I would like to find out one of their aspects, but I'm thinking about who should I check out. Should I check out the captain or the Blackcock one?
Language.
Oh, sorry, Blackrock.
I'm kidding.
I'll try to find out an aspect about the captain orc.
Give me a second to like tell you the difficulties before you roll, okay? Because I don't have her sheet right
Yeah.
hand.
Sure. No rushing.
Captain Raka is her name. Funnily enough, all her aspects are very easy to read. All of them will be difficulty too.
Alrighty.
She has 2 tertiaries, a high concept, and a trouble. Okay, you got a 2. What are you interested in?
I bet her trouble is just going to be something like she's hot-headed or something. Not that interesting, but it could be useful. I don't know. Should I take her trouble? Sure, yeah.
I guess so.
What?
Is that your final choice?
Were you going to say something? And also, Thompshire, did you say something?
Oh, I just said I guess so.
I only asked if that was your final choice.
Yeah, let's go with trouble. That should be something fun. If not, at least it's going to be somewhat useful, I think.
Her trouble is the will of the war chief. Basically, she will act first and foremost in the way she feels that's what the war chief would want. This is what Garrosh Hellscream would want me to do. And making her somewhat predictable, but also some reckless, and all the like brr, I'm orc stereotype you can apply to her thinking. Not necessarily because that's what she thinks of herself, but that's because that's what she thinks the war chief wants from her. Okay?
Alright. I'll go with Bud. If no one else needs Bladebeard.
Leaving Mera by herself.
Yep.
Sure. Bud and Bladebeard, you reach the horde people, and Bud, you would know what they're saying because you speak Orcish. The old Blackrock orc is saying to her, "That is the most dishonorable course of action that you could take, Captain." And the younger orc is saying, "I'll remind you not to use that tone with me, first officer, or I'll have you on the chopping block." And the tone is mostly impassive, I suppose. He is standing behind the captain, though. And when you guys approach, the old orc would say, "Well, care to explain your decision to them?" And the captain says, "Piss off, demon spawn. I've nothing to say to you."
What's going on?
The old orc will say, "She wants to take the ship and get out of here." And the captain would say, "And I'll trust you not to divulge orders again, first officer. And you two," looks at Bladebeard and Bud, "shove off."
So you're a coward then?
You do need a crew that's more than 2 to steer a ship. You know that.
"That's what I told you," says the old orc. "To both of them. That's a cowardly thing to do, and you need more than 3 of us to steer a ship. And the captain, seeing that she's surrounded, that more metaphorically surrounded, will like throw her axe into the sand and just yell out a roar of frustration. So what do you propose, First Officer? We take them as slaves? And he says, do you really believe we could subdue all of them even if we wanted to? No. We've earned our freedom, they've earned theirs. We take the ship, drop them off wherever they need to, and then we go on our merry way. Oh, how generous of you. How generous of you. You've grown soft, Blackrock.
Can I send Bud a sending spell right now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, it is at this moment, Bud. Okay, it's this moment, Bud. You get a message from Lyri. Hey, Bud. How is Azeroth? Outland is pretty bad. I hope you've been seeing plenty of good fortune on the good fortune about me there. And I'll post that in the Discord as well.
Thank you.
Oh.
BRB for a second, I'm drinking water.
Okay.
Carry on.
Oh, I... Whispering Head. Oh. Hello, Lyri. It's good to hear you again. Why are you on Good Fortune ship? Running away from us.
Is he saying this out
hear.
loud?
Probably. He doesn't know what to do.
Fair.
He's never had a sending spell sent to him at all. This is the first time Morg has been sent anything like that.
Then in the view of the orcs, you just start babbling in common, and they all both look somewhat confused. Bladebeard, you do understand perfectly what's going on.
Well, what's going on?
Is this an above board question or in character?
No, in character. Bud? Morg?
What?
Who did you just speak to?
Oh, Lyri messaged me with her, spamming spell.
And?
She said she was asking how Azeroth was and how the good fortune was, but, we're not on it, and it left. And so I asked her why she's stealing.
And what did she say?
Nothing yet. I guess it's, delayed.
Alright, would you let me know if she answers?
I guess I will.
At this exchange, the old Blackrock orc will say, I will aid you in storming the mountain, whatever you people were talking about. These two cowards can't take the ship by themselves anyway. I'll remind you of you shut up.
Also, one of our friends, Benjamin, who I think can be clever at times, suggested that that ship might be a trap. So maybe it's not clever to go there alone.
Then we spring it and smash our way through it, says the captain. That's what the war chief would want. The old orc face palms.
Well, we will stop the Naga, and then we will help you set sail and leave place.
The captain lady glares at you And then she says, well, then what are we waiting for, cowards?
Well, you're welcome to help us fight, or remain here.
Yeah, it seems you're the coward. You're running away. Don't Naga have your crew?
No, you filthy creature. My crew is dead at the hands of, points at the ogres and points at the surviving gnomes. I have no intention of helping them. And the old orcs will say, it's the honorable thing to do. Help the people who have helped us. It's what the war chief would want. Is it? I'm part of the Korkron. I'm part of his elite guard, not you. Above board, they were talking to each other. If it wasn't clear.
Meanwhile, Mera's just been sitting there like her jaw agape, looking at the ship sail away.
Speaking of, shall we check in on the Benjamin front?
Let's talk about the Benjamin situation.
Sure.
Yeah.
Benjamin, Thompshire, are you with us?
Mm-hmm.
You make your way to the former docking spot of the Good Fortune, where you see a couple of crates of supplies, not too many, like 2 crates at most. Chef Clunk sitting on one of them. You also see what's his name? Your father, just standing there, staring, also agape at the ship, mouth agape at the ship, and like 2 or 3 crew members, random crew members, who have also been stranded.
Wait, so the people who went were the Lyri cult?
Sorry?
So the people who left were mostly the Lyri cult?
Zihara was not part of the Lyri cult.
Can't believe Zehara betrayed us. I am wounded. Yeah, sure.
Swimmy also wasn't, for what it's worth.
I don't care.
Real.
He's dead to me.
But yeah, when you approach, Joseph, your father, says, Ben, they left.
Oh, what happened?
There was, after you guys left on your little adventure, there was a lot of grumbling in the crew, and then this human guy of all things, he was wearing a dress, came and with a troll and a tall green giant thing, and they talked, I think, with the first mate and some other people, and they left. The first mate said that I should stay behind, that they don't need me, but they left.
Is Bladebeard's mom with you?
No.
Okay, this can still be fixed. There's a boat on the northern island. There's probably also a dragon on the northern island. So
how's a dragon helpful?
Because dragon are people, sort of.
No, they're monsters who breathe fire and magic and poison.
They can turn into people.
How's that
it's
a good
strange,
thing?
But I've met a couple of nice dragons like over the past month. And this one's like a friend of a dragon we met, so it should be okay.
I know you mentioned something about friendly dragons, but I still find it hard to believe.
Oh, well, I guess you'll know if you meet her, but well, anyways, her and the Horde's boat is our best bet right now.
Alright.
Do you think everyone has the fort held here, or do you think they feel safer joining us on the northern island?
You were out there battling. He points at like your bloody sword and axe. Are we in danger here?
I'm not sure. I wasn't even expecting the boat to be taken away, so I don't even know at this point. We're attacking the Naga, and they can just show up from the sea, so nothing's stopping them from just attacking this place, right?
I mean, either way, the four of us, like points at himself, Shove Clunk, and like the two other people, we're not like combat type people, so if we stay here, we're dead. If we go with you, we get in your way, so...
I mean, I'd rather have you in my way than be dead, so...
Maybe... Should we go to the gnome village, or should we... Chef Clunk will say, boat gone.
I noticed.
Stares blankly.
Since that's... Alright, maybe you should go to the gnomish village and try to hide as best as I can, and then... We'll shoot a big cannon, like, inside the gnomish village, if it's safe, okay?
Alright.
Just... stay safe, okay?
I trust you. We trust you. And I know you do right.
Then, we'll be back as fast as possible.
He gives a nod, and just as you say that, all of you feel like a rumbling in the ground once again, and more smoke come from the volcano. Fast as possible, right?
Right.
Good luck.
And I'll run off back to the others.
Sure. While Benjamin gets back, meanwhile, what have the rest of you been doing?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think I realized what happened. I rolled a flashy against Caspian,
Mm-hmm.
and he won.
Mm-hmm.
Mera has been crying on the beach for however long Benjamin's been gone for.
Oh man. Bladebeard's gonna flip out so hard.
Yeah, I thought it was... Yeah, okay. I guess while this is happening, and like the Corcoran captain lady just like sits down in the sand and like waits for you guys to charge forward so that she can charge forward with you guys. The Tauren as well. I guess the old orc will approach the two of you, Moargam and Bladebeard. What are you guys up to?
I guess they were discussing about Lyri afterwards again.
What should we do, bud?
About Lyri and the boat?
Yeah.
Well, we can't really reach it from here, so we'll get the horde ship and maybe somehow get it back. I mean, that ship's slower, so I don't think we're gonna be able to get ship back, Bladebeard.
I guess we'll wait for Benjamin to return. If our parents are still on that ship, we are definitely going after it. I mean, not your parents, mine and Benjamin's.
Parents.
I mean, are any of these ogres your parents? You never told us if any of them are like your dad or your mom.
None of them, I don't think any of them are that, no. I haven't thought about my parents in a while, Bladebeard. What happened to them?
Mera will pick up her jaw and walk towards the two of them.
What about your parents?
Huh?
What's with them? What are they up to?
Eaten by snakes.
Uh,
I'm just
Sorry.
kidding. That they're probably slaves to snakes. You know. The snakes got them. Is what I'm
Oh.
trying to say.
well, my father is a slave to a shark.
He is?
Apparently. And he's been a slave for like a very long time.
I guess at this point, sorry, were you going to say something?
Huh? No.
Okay. I guess at this point, the old orc would approach the three of you and say, in common, apologies once again for the disagreement.
No worries. I mean, your captain might have a point. Maybe it's better to get off this island.
He shrugs and says, I am honor bound to assist you for freeing me. If you think this island is more important, then we will help. If not, then not.
We'll see when Benjamin returns, but maybe we should just take the ship, your ship, and try to catch up to ours.
A horde destroyer trying to catch up to a merchant vessel. I'll live to see the day.
I mean, if we take down their sails, they're gonna become slower.
Unless they've stopped in the middle of the ocean for some reason, we're not gonna get in range with our cannons, friend. If you're interested in vengeance, were you at least able to pick up where they were headed towards?
I could make an educated guess. Mysterious voice in my head. Where are they going? This is me using my stunt.
Home.
I would guess that they are going back to Stormwind. So, north?
Do you truly intend to fly a horde vessel into the Alliance territorial waters? You know the ship can't sail too well with too many holes in it.
Oh, well, my ogres can fix any holes on ship if there are any.
No, I'm saying the Alliance will make plenty of holes if we head in that direction.
Oh, I'd rather not go back to Stormwind.
We can convince the Alliance that the ship was captured by, let's say, me, a dwarf.
And why do that? Is vengeance really that worth the risk?
Yes.
If more people like you and the captain existed, then this whole world would head to Armageddon already.
Oh, that's where it's getting. Already. World is going mad, if you haven't noticed. Only way to succeed is to outmad everyone else.
Are we gonna leave this island or not?
I guess maybe at this point it's a good place for Benjamin to return. What do you say,
Yeah.
Thompshire?
Yeah, makes sense to me.
Okay. Benjamin rushes back.
That guy with the dress, he took your ship. And your mom's still inside the ship.
Damn it. And they're going back to Stormwind.
I don't know, but there's some people left behind, like my dad and that ogre cook. I don't really remember his name. And a few other crewmen. I told them to hide in the village while we sorted things out, so I don't know, I guess it depends on what we're doing.
I say we go after them.
How? How?
With the Horde ship?
Isn't that ship like made of metal or something?
Yeah.
Friend, says the old orc. I intend to help you, but I am loath to surrender myself and my companions into the hands of the Alliance. I hope you understand that.
Yeah. I get it.
Look, but what about Kiri's friend? Maybe she can like take us on her back and drop her on your ship, right?
Oh yeah. A dragon. I forgot.
A dragon?
Yeah, Kyrie sent her friend to pick us up.
Who?
Karigosa.
If you have a dragon ally, where are they?
That's a great question, but they. Did you see anything or hear anything fly by last night?
I'm gonna do a roll for the old orc. It's unlikely, but I guess it's valid that he should, that maybe he will know something. Let's see. Rolling. Let's see. Well, that's a decent roll. So that's what the giant bird was in the morning? When the sun wasn't even out and you couldn't even see?
Well, might have been. What other big bird-looking things are there?
I spotted it in the morning. Seemed to be heading for our ship. I informed the captain. She wanted to rush right away. I advised her against it. Saw some flashes of light coming from the ship. Brief flashes, like say for a fire or a spell or something. That's all I can tell you.
Above board, do dragons make light when they turn into like a visage or the dragon or whatever?
Above board.
Sorry, go ahead.
Above board. I have not played Dragonflight, so if that contradicts me, sure. In the novels, no, it's more of a subtle transformation, unless the dragon wishes to be flashy. But again, Dragonflight may contradict me. So far, like, whenever you've seen Kyrie transform or whatever, it's always been kind of subtle, if that makes sense. Unless Kyrie was specifically intending to be flashy.
Well, that might have been her. I think it's worth the risk because we need to get to the boat anyways.
So do we abandon the mountain venture and head to the ship then?
I I'd say so. I turn to Bladebeard and say, should I get my father and the others, or should they wait till we have the ship?
I don't know. Maybe once we capture the ship.
I guess the old orc would say, well, do any of you have a spyglass? Is there anyone on board the ship now?
I'll look.
Give me a careful, please. And please say out loud what you
-1.
get.
-1.
-1. What can I tell you with a -1?
A seagull shits into my spyglass.
Probably. At this point, yeah.
Just give me that, Bladebeard.
No, I see something white.
Oh, probably shits more on your face, like not necessarily ruining the spyglass, but your interpretation of events, I guess.
Oh. Alright. Here you go, Benjamin. I need to clean up.
Benjamin, if you're looking, feel free to give me a roll. I think your stunt applies for this, if I remember correctly. Let me check the wording. Yep, it does.
Then I'll use a fate point to reroll, and I'll invoke Traveling Saucer. I guess knowing how to use a spyglass is useful.
Okay, give me a reroll.
Okay.
What did you get?
A 2.
So that's a 4 in total with your stunt.
Mm-hmm.
What I can tell you, feels kind of deja vu, I guess. Nobody's aboard. Like the way, like what you see is that there's nobody there. And you get again that feeling of deja vu.
What do you mean again?
Sorry?
What do you mean by feeling of deja vu?
As in, remember you've already once before looked for a spyglass at the ship and saw nothing and came to a sudden conclusion.
Okay. I don't see anyone.
Maybe. She was also captured by Naaga? She fell into a trap.
It's possible, but I mean, she's a dragon. She should be like pretty powerful.
I mean, dragons can also be slain.
True. Well, anyways, I don't really see any other option besides swarming the ship. I just need to know what we do with our remaining people back at the Goblin Village. Not Goblin, Gnome Village. Because I have a feeling this volcano is going to explode, and it doesn't really reassure me to leave them back in town.
Sure. We should go back for them.
Like right now?
I don't know, what do you think?
Bladebeard? I guess I'll... Like, the voice in your mind prods you a little and says, remember the vault. And, like, draws your attention towards the mountain. This isn't a compel or anything, this is just the voice being annoying.
What's in there?
Reward.
Will it help me in my current quest?
Help.
How?
Assistance.
You know, your vagueness isn't really helping your case.
Valuable. Worthwhile.
By the way, Bladebeard said all that out loud.
Sure.
So,
The old orc will whisper to Moarg, I think your friend's gone loopy.
Benarek?
Benarek.
Benorek, are you still there?
Banorama. Bananarek.
I'll type a message in chat for Banrak to get back. You carry on.
Oh yeah. So guys, the spirit in my head said that there could be something helpful in the volcano.
Oh god, we're going to die.
I thought we learned not to hear voices in our heads.
I mean, I guess, but so far he has been very helpful, besides not letting me stab Lyri. That's the only bad thing he ever did.
Not
Or she, or it. I don't know. Sounds like a man's voice.
Wait, the voice in your head controls your actions?
No, it did once.
Mera will look at Benjamin with complete horror upon her face.
Look, just what do we do about the people in the village?
Above board, Thompshire, the impression that I got, feel free to correct me, the impression that I got was that when the coast was clear, you all would fire a cannon shot, and that would be the signal for the for the four of them to come out. Was I mistaken?
Yes. Yeah, no, that's exactly right.
Okay, well, cannon shots can be heard from quite a distance. They're very, very loud.
Well, yes, but they come out and then what? They don't know where we are.
They do. They saw you head north.
Wait, who's going to the village? Like, what's happening right now? I'm so
Hypothetically, Thompshire, like, they know you went north. They know the action is north. They would head north, and they would head to the ship because that's what you told them to. That hey, the coast is clear. Come to the ship. That's what you told them. The signal means.
Yeah. So once we capture the ship, we fire a cannon, and then they should come to us.
Yeah, theoretically.
Well, all right.
Again, feel free to contradict me if like I misremembered or whatever.
No. That's exactly what I said.
Yeah. Sorry, voice. You failed to sell me on the volcano.
So, we're going now, right?
It will yell once again in your mind, valuable. More insistent this time.
Yeah, that's not really what I'm looking for right now. I'm looking for speed.
Helpful.
Wait, maybe... Can one of you do magic and magic us out of here?
Yep. I can. But to only one specific place. Outlines.
I mean someone who isn't you, crazy dwarf.
Above all, I don't know if Mera knows what Outland is.
She doesn't. She just knows that this dwarf has voices in his head and he's crazy, so...
Hey, maybe above board it's the lower, from Mera's perspective. Who knows?
Who knows?
I kind of wish Banrak were here to give his input, because this is a decision that should involve the entire party.
What? You've been here the whole time?
Oh, he's gone again.
Oh, he's gone again, okay. Do you think he was talking the whole time and it wasn't working?
Banrak, can you hear us?
That would have been really embarrassing.
Banrak, can you hear us?
He can hear us.
He typed that in chat.
Yep.
Yeah, but can he mirror us? Mirror us?
Hello.
Hi, Fenrir.
Hello. Welcome back to the world of the living, I guess.
I guess my mic was busted or something
So
for a while.
if you were saying something for like the past 20 minutes, sorry, we couldn't hear. So, going back, again, the voice blares in Bladebeard's mind, treasure, reward, and like when Bladebeard say, "Oh, I need speed," the voice like blares in your mind, helpful, but again, it just speaks in like these one-word sentences.
Can I use the hourglass to kind of immediately replay my memory of what he says out loud?
Like the voice in your mind?
Yeah, so everyone can hear him.
Give me a second to think, because that's actually a very complicated question. Funnily enough, you, do you do that, DoomGoblin?
Yeah.
Above board, feel free to interrupt me at any point during the like little exposition I'm gonna do, okay?
Alright.
Okay, you open up the hourglass with the intention of showing everyone, oh, this is what the voice in my mind's been bugging me about, and the hourglass displays an unfamiliar male humanoid figure. Like it looks like a male human, but much more imposing, I suppose. And it says, "I've left the items and the newly formed isles. I hope they'll be helpful for the future. It should provide enough for when the contingency plan comes into effect. I hope the day never comes." Blasted voice. Well, if it does, the item should prove particularly, and like it like garbles for a little bit, and then says, and then after the garbling it says particularly expedient, should help with garbles once again, achieving high speeds, and garbles once again, log over.
So there's something in the volcano that can get us speed, I guess. I have no idea what that was.
Yeah, I'm not sure we should stake our lives on that.
BRB, I'm gonna get another drink of water. But carry on among yourselves, I can still hear you.
But
So-
also, what else can we do?
Something's telling us to go to the volcano. What are other traces? I'm saying it's out of character, by the way.
magic.
I would just mention for Bladebeard DoomGoblin, the voice that, like the individual that was talking, his voice did not resemble the voice in your mind. Make sense?
Yeah, and also above board, it seems like it was edited. Like
Feel
you
free
said
to-
that the recording was altered, maybe.
Feel free to jump to your own conclusions.
Yeah, but I don't think Bladebeard would pick up on that.
Carry on. The floor is yours. For context, because the only NPC around are Gurren, who just stares silently, and the old orc who looks very, very surprised at that thing, but will say nothing. He'll just like listen to what you guys are saying and talking.
Wait, above board, what is going on? I'm so confused. I like dozed off for like 2 seconds mentally, and now I'm like, what are we talking about?
So you all are debating whether to like take the ship right away or like clear out the volcano dungeon and then take the ship. The voice in Bladebeard's mind is tempting Bladebeard to, hey, go to the volcano, there's neat stuff there. You guys are more so panicked about, well, we won't have time to clear the volcano, and like catching the good fortune is more important, even though your ship is slower, and all that. That's more or less what you guys were debating.
Okay.
More or less. There's lots of arguments being made that I didn't repeat.
Mera is firmly on the let's get out of here as fast as possible side.
What about Thompshire, Benjamin, DoomGoblin, Bladebeard, and Banrak Morg?
He's on the get out of here front as well.
And also feel free to, if you want to, obviously, debate among yourselves. It doesn't just have to be a vote. Your guys' decision at the end of the day, but it is an important decision, no matter which one you take.
I think that going to see what exactly is in the volcano would be more interesting and maybe helpful. But also, you know, just taking the Horde ship and sailing towards our ship wouldn't be that
But
bad
I mean,
either.
that's the thing. There's no point in that because we're slower.
There's also the issue of Kyrie's friend, that you don't really know where she is.
Yeah, at least Benjamin's hope was that she would be in the ship.
I'd say volcano then.
The vote is split, like, completely evenly.
Let's say Benjamin isn't completely against checking out the volcano. That helps. Unbind the vote.
At the end of the day, it's your guys' decision. Just let me know when you have made your decision. It sounds that the vote is swinging one way, but I don't want to call it, like, prematurely, if that makes sense.
Yeah, let's check the volcano.
I guess we're checking the volcano then.
Yeah, embrace
Although-
your pirate spirit.
Mera would not be happy about this, but she'll go along with you guys. Only because the Horde people wanted to eat Aaran, so did the ogres, so...
I mean, the ogres and the horde people will also charge towards the volcano.
Yeah, better safe with Bud than not with Bud.
Okay. Sounds like that's what you are doing. I'm gonna switch you all over to the next map for the next boss encounter. We don't have to, like, finish it today. I don't think we're gonna finish it today. But
Should we even start it today?
I mean, I think I should put it, like, display everything on screen, and then you guys can make your decision, I guess.
Sure.
Okay. Then give me a second. Viewers, you're not gonna see anything while I set the stuff up. Feel free to talk among yourselves, because I'll be busy putting stuff on the screen and all that. Oh, that's where Benjamin is. Well, what are your guys' thoughts on the situation?
I think
Complicated.
it's very fucked.
You know, whenever we
it's
try to
horrible.
solve a problem, we just create two more.
I mean, you don't have any Larrys to blame for this one, so it's alright. Also, the whole Bladebeard and Mera situation should be addressed right now.
What's
What?
the Bladebeard and Mera situation?
Look at that faces.
The viewers can't see, but they've moved their tokens on top of their respective little faces.
We should move them back now that we have the map, right?
Sure. You guys will start at the bottom left. Feel free to position yourselves and the NPCs wherever you'd like. But I'm gonna put the enemies on screen in a
Are the
second.
ogres with us?
Yeah. And the horde. Not the gnomes though. That ship has sailed. I guess while I put the stuff on screen, I guess the old orc will ask, because he's had probably like experience fighting Naga before. He'll say, they might bring up reinforcements from the sea. Should anyone stay behind to delay those?
Oh god, what is that?
It is a Naga brute.
Oh,
Is
those
that what they look like
gorilla,
from the front?
Mm-hmm.
gorilla naga things? Yeah.
This one is gigantic, like the entire mountain pass is basically shadowed by that one. And give me a second, and also to look at my notes.
Let's check out the mountain, guys. Let's just make our way past the gigantic mountain-sized Naga.
Okay, 3 of those. Okay. Looking at my notes.
So this is a possible plan for dealing with the Naga brute. I, Captain Bladebeard, sneak up to him, stab him with the madness dagger, get the fuck out of there, he kills all his friends, and then we finish him off.
That's actually not a terrible idea.
Of course, I need to be very sneaky.
Yes.
Give me a second to show the viewers what you all are talking about. Okay, carry on.
So yeah, that could be a good plan. But about the about the Naga that might come from the sea, I have no idea what to do with that.
Well, since you'll be driving that one crazy, I guess we can stay behind and deal with that.
Also, does anyone... Sorry.
The old orc will say, I mean for the entire ascent up the mountain. Above board, Naga coming from the sea isn't just something that happens for this boss encounter. It will happen throughout the entire ascent up the mountain unless you leave one or more groups of NPCs and or players behind.
Oh god.
I guess we can leave the ogres from the island since we don't care about them.
But do you care about them?
I'm not sure they would be agreeable to that because it's their home you guys are fighting for.
Also, they are the most likely to stab us in the back.
Hey, good.
Oh god, this is a horrible mess.
We leave just Gurin behind. He'll be holding the line.
Guys, let's just go to Area 52 again. You know what, this is probably better than Nagas and stuff.
Also,
This
I'm pretty
seems-
sure that Benarak can't speak right now. Am I right?
No, I guess what's up?
Oh, why aren't you answering?
I wasn't asked.
What do you think?
About the situation.
Yeah.
I think Bladebeard making the guy going crazy is fine.
There's also the question of who, if anyone, should you be leaving behind to deal with potential reinforcements?
Oh, probably Gurin.
Again, you can choose any player or NPC, including Gurin, of course, or NPC group. It's entirely up to you guys. Well, the ogres and the horde may not listen to you, but that's another question.
I think I'm fine with leaving no one behind.
Okay.
We just stay together as a group. So what if they come from the sea?
Okay. Noted.
If we leave anyone to guard us, they're probably going to die. All NPCs that fight behind the scenes die, so...
Your guys' decision. I will not comment for or against.
I will go with Bladebeard's plan.
Okay.
Because honestly, I can't think of a better one myself, so... He wins by default in my mind.
Sure. Then... Should we start the second boss encounter? I really don't think we're gonna finish it. Or should we leave it for next episode? What do you all think?
I think we should leave it.
I think we should leave it for next episode too.
Okay. Then, any, like, closing, I don't know, whatchamacallit, end of the episode cliffhanger, I guess? Other than, I guess, as you guys make ready to assault this, like, Naga barricade, you see movement from underneath the water, indicating that, reinforcements for the enemy are coming. So I guess anything from the players before we go into our usual end of the episode talk?
You're on a mission to kidnap Bladebeard's mom again, so hopefully it goes well.
I feel like it's really a shame that we didn't compel any NPC while you don't have any fate points, but I can't think of anyone, so...
Sure.
Why didn't I find out any aspects about Zihar or... what's his name? Caspian? Someone that was on the ship.
I mean, you guys just haven't been doing that, I guess. And that's not a slight against you guys, that's just how you've been playing, I guess. So, shall we go into our post-episode discussion?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Thoughts on today's episode?
I mean, we had a really clean encounter, but then everything just fell apart because of whatever his name is, I forgot already.
Caspian.
Caspian, yeah.
You guys did very, very well. I guess my only quote-unquote criticism was that maybe you could have tried to save the gnomes. Maybe they could have been more useful. But I guess you'll make do with the ogres and the volunteers and the horde people. Also, because you guys have technically rested while waiting for Benjamin, I've removed Moarg's stress. I think I forgot to mention that. And yeah, I mean, you left Caspian alone, and the crew was feeling particularly mutinous, so yeah, that's why I made the roll.
They're all gonna die.
You never know. You never know. I don't know. You guys tell me any thoughts on today's episode, I guess, because I don't want you to be monologuing.
I mean, not much really happened apart from those two events, but they were done well.
Thoughts on, I guess, the simplified NPC combat?
It was difficult to get a hang of, I guess, but I mean, I think it worked out pretty well in that scenario.
Again, I did it mainly because it means less dice rolling, and dice rolling is tedious, and more narrative decisions that involve you guys, if that makes sense. Yeah, we'll see what happens on your little trip up the mountain. I do hope that it'll be worth it, like, story-wise, I guess, so that, like, even if it's not worth it physically, it'll be worth it, like, for the experience, I guess.
Yeah, like I said, in this campaign, I guess, whenever we try to solve any problem, we just create two more. We came to this island to just teleport to Dalaran, and now we have a ship that's stolen. We have this volcano, a bunch of stuff that needs to be taken care of.
To be fair, the island was marked on the map as stay away, and you didn't really try to address the crew's concerns after the whole ogre thing happened.
Well, fuck them. They were terrible
Real.
even at the beginning.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were awful crew, not worth 600 gold at all.
Yeah. It's funny that, like, the person you bought the ship from is stranded with you.
I can't wait until we go to Bootiway and get a proper pirate crew. A bunch of cowards.
Above you do have a crew at the moment. The ogres. Potentially you can also get, like, some of the locals as your crew. They'll have their own set of pluses and minuses, bonuses and maluses. So yeah, we'll see what happens on that front. Trying to think if there was anything else that I should ask you guys' opinion on. Nothing comes to mind. Do you guys have any other thoughts?
I liked the small little moment between Bladebeard and Morg. I wasn't expecting that at all.
Me too.
Oh, which one?
Where Bladebeard apologized how he was treating Morg, and Morg was like,
Oh yeah, that was good.
No, that was nice. I wasn't expecting that. I was like, oh, well. I mean, I guess in a it is technically that Blood, even if he isn't really a part of Bladebeard's crew, he is the most loyal member of his crew. So it was a nice moment to do that, really.
I wouldn't really use the word loyal.
Well, he's always been with Bladebeard to some degree. I mean, on some moments, yes, he left Bladebeard, but like he still comes back. I don't know how exactly I'd frame it, but he is like, he's there for Bladebeard.
I guess. I mean, he did release Lyri. He did leave him to fight a demon alone.
If you technically speaking, I mentioned that Chef Clunk, Benjamin's dad, and 2 other people were left behind by the mutineers. Those 2 people stayed behind because they were loyal to Bladebeard. So DoomGoblin, you can message me, or if you have any ideas of who these 2 very loyal people would be, do let me know.
Oh, interesting. Alright, I'll think about it. But yeah, Bladebeard likes Bud, or Morg. He doesn't hate him for what he did, but he was kind of angry at the moment it happened.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Understandable. I'm sorry. I do find it interesting that Bladebeard and Bud find themselves once again in a abandoned by their crew situation. Like, this thing has happened before, although in different circumstances. And now they do have an avenue to escape.
I don't think Morg is as hurt because he didn't really establish much of a bond with any of them, and they kind of didn't like him because of Spellbeard. I don't know if they didn't like him, but they weren't on the best terms, and he has his ogres, so He's a bit better off and more spirited, I guess.
I mean, you didn't show them your birth certificate, SMH.
Yeah. It's not like he has that.
Yeah. Again, all of the ogres are with you. So is Benjamin's dad. Not so much Bladebeard's mom. But yeah. We'll see where that goes. Any other thoughts for our viewers before we go into our usual shoutouts?
I guess not.
Okay. Well then, dear viewers, thank you once again for watching and listening to us. Let's see what these lovely people are up to. Starting apparently with former Captain Bladebeard, DoomGoblin. Could you please go ahead and talk about yourself and what you're doing?
Former captain.
I'm being
He'll
cheeky. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he'll still call himself captain.
I
mean,
know, and the Jack
he
Sparrow
always
syndrome.
does.
Yeah, the Jack Sparrow syndrome. Yeah.
Yeah. He's too proud. But yeah, I played Captain Bladebeard. And yeah, usually I draw stuff. I most recently, I guess, drew a bunch of family members of our player characters, which was a lot of fun. And yeah, maybe I'll do more of stuff like that in the future.
All of you who are watching would have seen this during the recap portion of the episode and on DoomGoblin's Twitter, of course, and wherever else he decides to post that particular artwork. Again, the links are on screen.
Oh yeah, I those like I don't know what you want to call them, portraits of our characters. I decided to post them on all four of my sites, so you can check them out anywhere.
Nice. Though I specifically meant like in the family tree sort of configuration.
Oh yeah, that still hasn't been posted anywhere while we are recording this, but it will be by the time you are watching this.
Look forward to that. But thank you very, very much once again, DoomGoblin. Sorry. Next, according to the dice, we would have Banorak. Banorak, could you please go ahead and talk about yourself and what you're doing?
Yes, hello, I am Bannerek, also, or formerly Skull Shorties, has been stated before, and I work on World of Warcraft stuff, mostly machinimas, lore videos, speculation, reactions, and, of course, machinimas, like I said, and that is what I'm currently working on, and it is a process, and it takes a while, so expect that when you can, and I guess I also will work on some lore shorts too when I can.
Watch Banorak stuff. He puts a lot of work into his videos and stuff, whatever you want to call it. Thank you very, very much, Banorak. Next, according to the dice, we would have Zelris. Zelris, could you please go ahead and talk about yourself and what you're doing?
My name is Zelris, and I make the best Windows Movie Maker videos on YouTube. Also, I make controversial Twitter posts on twitter.com.
Yeah, I mean, you're leaking Blizzard stuff. I mean, that's pretty controversial.
That is so true. Also, like that time I leaked, what's the dumbest thing I've made? Probably like, didn't I say like Thrall was gay at some point? I don't remember that, but that's probably one of them. I don't know. If you want the latest scoops on WoW characters and Love Lives, then you know where to find it at obviously Zelris on Twitter.
Do check her out. Highly recommend. As someone who doesn't play WoW anymore and doesn't really keep up with WoW, her stuff still cracks me up a lot. Thank you, Zelris. Next, according to the dice, we would have Sir Thompshire. Could you please go ahead and talk about yourself and what you're doing?
Sure, you can find me both on YouTube and Twitter, and I don't really do much of anything lately, but I at least tend to try to post a few renders every now and again on Twitter. But yeah, that's sort of it. Maybe something will come out in my YouTube channel at some point. Who knows? Not even I know. So yeah, I guess it's a surprise for everyone.
Yeah. You say that, but the stuff that you do is amazing. I do love the latest thing you posted on Twitter. It's probably not going to be the latest by the time this video comes out, but do check out Sir Thompshire's Twitter regardless. Thank you very, very much. Next, well, I guess next is me. I was your Dungeon Master, Game Master, Teeironor. I do this series. It's a lot of fun. I also do another series with a different group of lovely people called Legacy of the Rimland. That comes out on Monday. It's set in a homebrew universe, and it's a lot of fun. I guess in a different way, because it's a different group of people. Yeah. Other than that, thank you once again for watching and listening to us, everyone. We'll be back probably next week. I'll let you all know on Twitter if anything happens scheduling wise, but either way, we'll see you when we'll see you. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye.